Yeah,
Hell yeah.
finally
It
after
takes
fucking eight,
forever.
finally. Well, so the thing was, I was already done
Finalmente.
with the game. I'd done all of the major quests, every single one except for the Master Sword and defeating Ganon. All of the other major quest lines were done. I did all the
Dang.
temples. I did everything else.
That's a grind.
The problem was, well, I was like in it, bro. I was like, as soon as I bought it, I dove in and I was fucking crushing that game. I was like trying to get dope armor sets and blah blah blah. I
Crushing it.
didn't get the full Guardian one because I was like, that's too much of a grind for me. I'm just gonna use what I like, it looks cool, So um I'm just doing whatever. And then I don't know why, but I got it in my head that I only needed 10 hearts and 3 temporary hearts to get the Master Sword, but that's incorrect. You need 13 permanent hearts.
Fuck.
And I didn't realize that. And so like how like in the shrines, there's like I was explaining this to Ronnie last night. There's like the regular shrines that are just like in the world and you can just walk up to them. And then there's like the ones where you gotta like do some secret spooky shit to like make them appear and stuff.
Ding dong.
So I'd pretty much done all
Secret
the
spooky
regular
shit.
shrines, but I hadn't really fucked with the like hard to get ones because I'm like, that's a pain in the ass. But I only had 10 fucking hearts and the rest I'd been throwing in stamina. So I get to the Master Sword, can't pull it out. And I was like, fuck this. And then I didn't touch it again for 4 years
Oh my god.
until Tears came out. And I was like, damn, that looks fucking tight as shit. And then Edgar's like talking about how fucking dope it is. I'm in a group chat with Eric and Justin, and that's all they fucking talk about. So I'm like, motherfucker. But I was like, I'm like, I wouldn't let myself buy it until I beat Breath of the Wild. So like the last 2 weeks, every other day or whatever, I would spend like an hour or two grinding, finding more shrines so I could get my health up. Sunday, I was like, all right, I have one more shrine left, then I can get my last heart, then I can go get the fucking Master Sword and I'll beat Ganon's ass. So I went and bought the game, and I came back, did the shrine, fighting Ganon. I whooped his ass after like a couple tries. He's not that hard. But I also, because how many of you guys beat Breath of the Wild?
No.
Edgar, you did, right?
Yep.
So you know how like if you get all 4 of the sacred beasts,
Mhm.
knocks his health down to half.
Yeah.
That was super helpful because I think he would have fucked me up a couple more times.
That's the best cinematic too, where it's
Oh,
like
dude,
getting
fucking
ready.
pew, pew,
Yeah, and they're
pew.
like, "All right, this is it. Give it all
And
you
that,
got."
dude, and yeah, it's so sick because they're all like fucking saying encouraging shit, and they're like,
Yeah.
and then that fucking the hottest Zora ever is like, I love you, Link. His little girlfriend.
Yeah.
And it's
Yo,
fucking
so
canon. And it's
so in
canon.
love with him, that she made him a suit, right? A
Mhm.
suit
You're the armor.
just for him, like,
Mhm.
and that's like her almost like
That's
you
her love
only do
language.
that. Yeah, that's her love language, but that's like the her only suit to give out. Like you
Yeah.
only give it to the person that you love the most,
Mhm.
and she gave it
She
to
made it
him.
into magical armor that mimics the abilities of the Zoras.
Yeah,
Meaningful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, she's been about him since they were fucking kids, bro. They met as
Yeah.
kids when they both figured out they were champions. They met, and I think that's the first champion that he meets because he's little when he meets her. And
Mm.
then she falls in love with him, and then he basically like you find out through memories that he reciprocates, but like is chosen to be Zelda's guardian, so he kind of feels like trapped, and like he basically doesn't feel like he can have a relationship because he needs to be so devoted to Zelda's safety. And she's like, cool, bro, I get it. I'm a fucking guardian. I still love you. So then he's fucking trapped for 100 years. She doesn't give a fuck, bro. While he's in stasis for 100 years, she's like, yo, I'm building you this fucking magical like marriage armor. And then just leaves it, bro. Leaves it as like a love letter to him, knowing that he's eventually gonna wake up and find it. Just like has that much faith in him. And you
That's
find it,
so
you're like,
sweet.
oh shit. Especially if you do the memories, you're like, fuck, son. It's a lot. Um, so and then I had to relearn all the mechanics. I literally haven't fucking touched that game in like 3.5, 4 years.
Yeah, can somebody share the screen?
Yeah, I can't do it, Julio, because my connection isn't stable.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
dude, so I had to relearn how to fucking parry for that Ganon fight. Like completely forgot how to do it as a whole mechanic. I thought all I remembered was hitting block at the right time. So I was just hitting block and was like, why am I getting fucked up? Then I realized like, oh, you got to hold block and hit A. And then I just started fucking them up. Pairing is a
Oh,
lot
the-
easier than I thought,
Yeah.
which is weird because I never really used it in my first run through. I would just run around and bonk people or like fucking flip and skip and shit.
Yeah, that's helpful. Yeah, there's a shrine or there's an altar that you can pray to and swap hearts and stamina.
I should have just done that. Didn't
Yeah.
didn't even think about it because I could. That would have
Yeah.
saved me. I would have beat it literally like 3.5 years ago.
Yeah.
But it's cool because now the ending's super. Like I literally finished the game and then booted up Tears, and it's like fucking like right away.
Right,
continuing,
yeah.
which
It's
is
like
fucking cool.
it's going from season 1 to season 2 on a
Yeah,
show that
which
just
was
came out or whatever.
which was really cool.
Nice.
Speaking of, you guys fucking watch Ted Lasso?
Yo, speaking of, can we get the game
Yeah.
going?
Yeah,
Yeah.
waiting on you, dog.
Son, you've been ranting for 20 minutes about Zelda.
You could
Let's
have
go.
stopped me. You're the DM.
All right. You guys see Albert?
Yep.
Yeah. Are you sharing the audio?
I am, but just
yeah,
nobody else
I
had.
s-
So if you
Oh,
want to
okay.
take over,
That's
that'd
fine.
be great. I can stop.
I just hear shit in
Yeah.
the background.
Yeah, that's the audio. Is that the song you want?
It doesn't matter. I just picked something real quick.
Okay.
All right. So last week we finally finished the encounter with Skeel and Ascendus. You guys were able to stop Ascendus from escaping with the sword. Tybalt, you now have the Goblin King Greatsword in your possession. Ebrath, you now have the body of Ascendus in yours. What's going on? What's everybody feeling? How's everybody? What are we doing?
I would be kind of like where we left off, where I'm like standing like basically like on top of Ascendus's body with like my hands on his chest. And after the failure and seeing through that portal briefly, Ronnie, really quick, can I just tell that it was for sure Zeth the White that I saw?
You didn't see him.
I didn't. Who saw him?
That would have been Tybalt and Vox.
Oh, so I didn't even see it. I was looking down at the body.
Yeah, no, the portal happened as Ascendus was trying to
Oh, right before he got fucked up.
dimension door out, and
Got it,
then
got
he
it.
got eaten by a worm. So yeah, so the only ones that would have seen it would have been Vox and Tybalt.
Got
Because
it. Okay,
you were
so
up fighting Skill in the other
got it.
room.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, so what? Just refresh my memory. What visually happens as I'm attempting to bring Blast back through Ascendus's body? And what does a failure look like?
So as you, well, I mean, you tell me, like, how would you have, like, what does the energy transfer look like?
So what I was trying to do was I guess unbeknownst to everyone else, and this is gonna be not quite meta because of the visuals you were seeing as I attempted it. My core is a shard of a kyber crystal. I was attempting to essentially use my influence over that fragment of the kyber crystal to hack the full crystal within the core of Ascendus and use it to override Ascendus and pull out what I believed would be like Blast Soul.
Yeah.
So
visually,
I
what does
would
that
have
look like?
visually, as I got on top of him, I would have slammed my hands down on his chest and green, like that viridian silvery green energy that you guys had seen in the past pulse off of Blast whenever he used any of his abilities would have kind of pulsed multiple times, gaining in brilliance and power, and then would have shot from my chest to the core. And as that happens, the center of my chest would have gone somewhat translucent. So well, it would have first gone through my glamour, and then you would have seen that circle of like the mercurial metallic underbody, and that would have gone translucent. So you would have seen a shard, so like a pink purple shard of gem suspended within my body, and that is what was emanating the energy.
Right. So as that would have been happening, you would have seen the mingling of those two magical energies, right? As you are attempting to pull the essence of Blast from the core, your magical essence of your own would have kind of mixed with that. However, as you do so, the spark that you expected wasn't as strong as you would have liked it to have been. It kind of flickers. You see light kind of come back to his eyes momentarily, then fading away, almost as if there's just not enough juice to start the battery of the car.
Got it. Okay. So as that happens, the power would slowly subside.
Yeah.
And kind of re-enter my body as my visage fades to normal. And as a reality sets in that I'm just not powerful enough to make this work, I sink down to my knees and lean my head down onto the core and wrap my hands around my head. And I'm silent for a few moments before I begin quietly sobbing.
Tybalt, you are there, kind of processing your own emotions as you're looking over the Goblin King Greatsword, holding in your two hands. You hear Ebrath sobbing to the side of you, as Gone and Jinx look on doing whatever they're doing. We'll get to you guys. What's going on through Tybalt 10?
Tybalt looks down at Ebrath and says, Ebrath, there's nothing more you could have done in this moment. Don't wallow in your failures. Look on the bright side. We know what didn't work. What was it that you felt when you were in there?
You don't understand. This is why I was here. This is why I was brought back. He was there. He was close. I felt him. It should have worked. I helped. I helped in the construction of Blast and Ascendus. This should have, it was only a theory, but it should have worked. I, he was there, he's in there. I don't, this is Ascendus's body, yes, but that core, that's where Blast's heart is. That's his soul. He's still in there. He's trapped somehow.
That's good.
Whatever magic Yularen did to force him to go dormant and let Ascendus access his powers, it it's still holding. I if I just had more power, if I was more powerful, I know it would have worked. And I'm gonna step off of Ascendus and look up to Tybalt and say, I have to make this right.
And you will. You will. Maybe the calculations were off. Something unforeseen. Things never go the way you want them to. But like you said, Blast is still in there. And we can take comfort in that. It means that we can keep on fighting to bring him back.
Okay.
Like it or not, today we've saved the day. Maybe not having brought back Blast is tainting that, but we have to focus on the silver lining, because I can't imagine how we can move forward if we just focus on our failures.
Maybe you're right.
Don, and Jinx, you guys are witnessing this scene happening. How are you guys feeling?
As far as Gon, he seems pensive about the whole situation, but even while thinking and considering things, he's listening to the conversation, and internally he very much agrees with what Tybalt is saying and knows that this is a glimpse and a glimmer of hope, something for the group to keep moving forward. And so I would say that as Tybalt and Ebrath are talking, he's kind of just involved in the conversation. And if you were to look at him, you would see him nodding and replying silently with his body language. But for the most part, it's just the conversation ongoing and knowing that this could have, we expected the best and unfortunately didn't get the best. But once again, it's kind of just reiterating the words that Tybalt had to say.
And how about you, Jinx? How do you feel in all this? You see Ebrath trying to resurrect this amalgamation of Ascendus and Blast. How does Jinx feel?
Well, not being incredibly close to Ebrath, but still fighting along his side for quite some time now.
Why not? Why aren't you close to Abra?
Well, just because he's the newest in the group, so it's just like we haven't had as much time to bond as like everybody else. That's the only reason. Not that there's any animosity between Jinx and Ebrath.
She hates
necessarily.
short people.
Yeah.
Sometimes I kick him on accident because I don't see him down there. But other than that,
Her least
Um,
favorite show was Shorties watching
Projecting.
Shorties.
Projecting.
hey, let me be tall, okay?
Give her
but-
a moment.
But yeah, so she can still empathize with the depth of feeling that's happening, and she can feel what's happening, even though she feels like maybe it's not in her place to really say too much, because he's going through it right now, and so he's feeling a lot. But I do agree that we learn the most from our mistakes and that we grow from them. So this is just part of the journey, unfortunately. And
You tell that to him?
well, I'm telling you what Jinx is feeling. I don't really.
So you don't want to say it out loud?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just know that like I nod to myself and be like, yeah, well, these lessons in life do hurt. Like she has gone through it in her life and can relate to a lot of that pain, I guess. But I do then put my hand on his shoulder and nod in agreement with Tybalt about moving forward and not dwelling on our mistakes, that it's the only thing that we can focus on right now to encourage a new hope or a new possibility. And then that's it for right now.
So yeah, what are we doing, guys? You guys are still in the castle?
I'm gonna look to Tybalt and say, you should probably get that, and I'm gonna nod at the sword.
I pick it up and grab it, holster it to my back, and say, we need to get this back as soon as possible. And speaking of which, we need to bring someone else back too.
I'm gonna, yeah, but before we go get Harbin, I'm gonna grab from my belt, throw down my, not throw down, but set my bag of holding on the floor and start opening it up as wide as I can. How wide am I able to get the opening, Ronnie?
I would say enough to get it over like a medium-sized creature.
Tybalt, I don't think I can lift him. And I'm gonna look at Ascendus and like, we need to bring him. Taking just the core, even if I were successful, we don't have blast body. So we need to take all of them.
Agreed. And then I turn to Vox and say, Vox, can you help me out?
Vox is weak as shit too.
He is, isn't he? I'm probably the strongest.
He is.
It
That's
would
so
be
crazy.
I think the second strongest right now without Sal is Jinx.
That's not actually I think it's Jane, but
Right, no, but I'm saying without the
that's-
two of them.
yeah,
That's
Because
here.
I think her strength is higher than Vox's.
that might be
'Cause I
true.
think we talked
Wow.
about that one time and
Mm,
Cynthia made fun of Vox for it.
I did make
That's
fun of him. I remember
hilarious.
that, but
Yeah, but I think
my
it's because
strength
it's
is
yours is like,
zero?
yeah, his is negative, no,
Oh,
Ronnie?
Yeah.
Like 8. Damn.
Well, it's because
minus 8?
his dex is super high. So he
Oh,
just
okay.
dumped strength because that's not his main stat.
That's crazy.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
So in that case, I look to Vox and remember previous events where he wasn't so strong, and look at Leroy, aka Jinx, and say, "Can you give me a hand?"
And I nod and just quickly go ahead and whichever side you're on, I'll grab the opposite end.
And I would say, like, even if multiple of you like help out, you guys would be able to get it done.
How strong are you, Julio?
Not as strong as Tybalt.
I know, but you
8.
just posted it. 8. I mean, you're a
Noodles.
warlock, man. You're not doing anything physical, so it's fine. It's not on you.
Yeah, I mean,
10.
That'd be like,
it's my lowest stat.
I think that's
It's my lowest
yeah.
also.
I'm at 9, so I'm right there with you.
I'm at 10. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Gon and
What is Tybalt?
Vox
Excuse me.
have the least amount of strength. I'm not sure. Tybalt. Well, I mean, that's not true. I am sure.
What, strength wise?
Yeah.
15, so +2.
Nice.
Mid. And say, as Tybalt's moving Ascendus into the bag, he's sort of stumbling a little bit as he has just his shield has a bunch of scratches on it, and he has like slashes on his arm, probably broken some things, and signs of just bleeding everywhere. We can't really tell because of his cloak.
Give me a medicine check.
12.
Yeah, absolutely. As you look around the room and kind of take stock of your own health, and you look around and you see the others, you realize like you're now that like the adrenaline's dumping, you're in pain. How's everybody else doing health wise?
They're fine.
Is
I
hurting a little
am
bit.
Jinx is pretty beat up.
I am
Ebrath is
am-
on the verge of death.
yeah, I'm leaking every single, like, I have multiple cuts all over the place. And
Like
I'm leaking silver all
I just
like
imagined
fucking
I just imagined Claptrap, but he's like, I'm leaking.
Yeah.
Leaking.
yeah, I've got like a gash above one of my eyes. I have like a pretty deep wound on my side. On my back, I have a really deep slash wound. And all of these are leaking like substantial fucking
Yeah.
like mercury basically.
So yeah, so as you take a look around, Tybalt, you, Ebrath, and Jinx are easily the most damaged. You guys definitely look more worse for wear. Vox and Gon, and Chain and Palpius all look like they've taken some licks, but appear to be in decent health besides that.
I think it's safe to say we could all use a little rest, and I wouldn't want to head back into town before at least resting a bit. And I turn to Gon and say, Gon, this is your family's place. I feel like you know your family best and know if there would be any traps or supplies or where they keep their things. Maybe you can use your title reluctantly, I know, but use your title to have everybody stand down. We can have Harbin help as well. Offer us aid while we get some rest in.
And as Tybalt says that to me, I think back to my teachings when I was a young half elf in class, learning about diplomacy and not only diplomacy but also military teachings and rules of engagement. And on top of that, what's it called? Any sort of studying about barracks and the locations of things and strategic placement of where certain rooms are for its strategy with when there's emergencies and stuff like that. So,
John has just been this like general tactician this whole time and never said anything.
what do you think? I'm in the back of the line.
I love that. That's dope.
But yeah, that being said, I will say that I think back to my memories and see if I can find a specific spot in a castle like this where I haven't been before until now. And yet, even knowing, somewhat of the lay of the land now that we've walked through it, I can kind of pinpoint where a good spot would be for supplies and just a place to restock and rest a little bit. And in the back of my mind, I also think to myself, or Gon thinks to himself, yeah, you know what? And I'll say this part out loud as Gon say, yeah, you know what? I think I can make that happen. And this next part is internal and just think to myself, yeah, so if we run into any interference, we definitely have a bargaining chip. And I know that the guards are more than willing to allow Harbin Wester to use and use his influence over the guards more than anything, more than myself actually. So I can definitely use that if we do run into any hostiles. So that being said, if you would allow me to see if I can remember and use a good place to
Sure. Give me a history check.
Okay.
Is there anything in your like background traits that would allow you to recall something like that? What's your
Let's see.
Also, he hadn't been
My-
here before. I thought you had been here before.
No.
No,
No?
this is a
Okay.
new.
My bad.
So
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, go ahead and give me a history check.
Yeah. Okay. That is 15. And if I'm
With-
still blessed, I get like a D4 or something like that.
Or
is it just for
It's for
hits?
saves.
Oh,
For
hits and
saves.
saves. Okay, so it's not
Yeah.
for checks. Gotcha. Yeah, 15.
I can provide you guidance though.
Sure. I mean, with a 15, that's fine. You know that there is there are plenty of rooms in this in a castle of this size. Having spent your life inside of them throughout the Neverwinter Kingdom, the Neverwinter Castle itself, the high society of Neverwinter, and the noble life that you were accustomed to growing up. You've seen your fair share of castles, and you know that people that live in castles love people to see their castles, and they love hosting like friends and family and other nobles. And a lot of these times there are feasts and plenty of wine, which would mean that there would be plenty of beds available for people that have passed out. Knowing that there are enemies still in the area, though, you know to proceed with caution when trying to take a nap, with immediate threats nearby. You think that if you were to navigate your way out of this without fighting, you'd have to do some smooth talk.
Gotcha. Definitely willing, or yeah. Gon is willing to do so. It's worked out in the past, so definitely more than willing to try that again. So I'll let the party know and say, hey, so I think we have a pretty good chance, and think I know where we can find some items and and possibly a place to rest. And if anything happens, I can definitely use Harbin as a bargaining chip, and more than that, I can try and use my birthright in that situation too.
Where is Harbin, by the way?
Upstairs.
He's
With-
still with Jane?
No, Jane tied him up,
All right.
but
Where'd she
he's
leave him?
upstairs.
Okay.
Upstairs
Upstairs.
in that one room.
Yes. Tybalt says, "Hold on, before we leave, I need to check something," and he goes back to the room where they ran into Skeel and Ascendus,
Mhm.
and searches for where Ascendus crushed the coin and dropped it. I don't know. He said he turned it into a powder
It would be like in chunks, yeah.
in chunks.
Give me an investigation check.
Okay. That's 6.
Can you bless yourself?
Yeah. Plus 3, 9.
Okay, yeah, sure. With a 9, it takes you a bit. As you search around the room, you find little pieces of rubble, small bits of gravel, little stones that have fallen off the walls or the ceiling. But none of them are what you're looking for. But after taking some time, you're able to find pieces of what appear to be the coin. The metal is different than anything else that you found in this room. The small pieces appear to, although warped and bent and crushed in certain places, you gather that it's enough to be the size of the coin that you remember keeping in your pocket all those years, or all those months, I guess.
Yeah. I grab it and hold the pieces in my hand and clasp it together, and look down and say, "I'm sorry, Severus. I thought that would bring Blast out. I guess I was wrong." And I'll take the pieces and put them in, move some coins around and put it like by itself in a coin purse, and tie it off and join the group again.
Well, what are we doing, guys?
Can I take, are we taking a rest? Or
We need to go back to Harbin, and then we can
And-
take a rest.
Yeah. Because right now we're trying to find a place to rest. Okay, so in this case, I would say, all right, well, I'll be honest, this is a bit of a role change, but follow me. And so I'll start leading the way back upstairs. And of course, Gon being him, he, makes sure that everybody's up and ready and moving. And once they're all good and set, start moving. And as we move forward, even up the stairs, around the corner, Gon just keeps peering over his shoulder. But this time, instead of it being for something, instead of it being because of paranoia, it's more so because he just wants to make sure that the group is behind him and following, and there's no what's it called, any reason for them to stop, or just in case.
Yeah. Okay, dokie.
Oh, I just realized I gotta fucking add Ascendus's body to my fucking inventory.
Oh, yeah, please do.
Oh shit.
Wait, 0.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he would technically be like my max with what I have in there already. But fuck it.
Don't buff like it, please.
But for the sake of mechanics, do I have to put his weight?
No.
Let me see. How am I gonna add his item? Add custom item. Yeah, no way I can put him in my actual regular pack because that full heavy as fuck.
How about the bag of holding? What's the limit on that?
Bag of holding's limit is 500 pounds.
And what's his weight?
I believe we had said that he was 350 pounds, so technically I would still be within my limit if I gave him that weight.
Okay, then yeah, let's give him the weight. Just it's not gonna break it.
Yeah, right now I'm at 111 with what I have in there. Let me, all right. Yeah, because I mean, obviously he's fucking made of metal, so he's supposed to be dense as fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, even
Oh,
using
right.
something, I mean, would he be the same weight as, so, I mean, this is semantics here, but Blast was made in part from adamantine, which is much lighter than other metals of its same strength.
Mhm.
Which is why he's only 350 pounds, because he should be like over 700.
Yeah.
I mean, I would assume that Ascendus would be of similar, even though he's different coloring, would be used on maybe some similarly like magical properties or whatever, you know?
Yeah. I would say because he only has parts of Blast, he would be like slightly heavier than Blast was.
Okay.
But still with under the 500. So I would say 350 is fine. Like, whatever.
Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, so that puts me at 461 of 500.
Nice. Calculated.
Cool. So you guys walk your way back up. Which way do you guys go? Sorry. Do you guys through the middle stairwell or the wine cooler room cellar?
Yeah.
Stairs.
Probably the middle stairs.
Okay.
Since they exist now.
Shut
And
up.
Motherfucker.
It led for more adventure.
It did. But it was also funny when you realize you're like, oh shit, I read this map wrong.
Yeah, well, because like I remember looking at it on the first floor, being like, all right, cool, that goes up for sure. But then I was like, I don't think it goes down until we got back to the like the basement level,
And you
and I
see it
saw
there?
the stairs there, and I was like, shit.
Yeah, pretty much like retracing our steps so we don't go into some room and run into some more soldiers.
Yeah, so you guys are going straight up to the room where you left Harbin.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think Gon is looking for, or would be going to go find supplies.
Well, I mean, that's why I'm asking, like, because you guys can
Okay.
still explore. You know, we're on the first floor now. If there's any exploration you want to do, you would still be able to do so. Unless you want to go straight up to Harbin, then we can go straight there. But
I mean, would like to see what we find in terms of supplies.
But we
So
definitely
that's
don't want to
gonna
be engaged though.
Right. I mean, we kind of have to we don't have to re-engage, but we need to look for supplies so that we're in a better situation.
Can we ask, can Javi scout? And try and, give us points of interest that maybe are away from danger? Or Ravi, sorry, Ravi, not Javi. Why do you guys have those names so close together?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Was Ravi like his actual name, or did we just call him that because he was a Raven at the time?
I believe Julio did name him Ravi.
Is he Impy now?
Well, yeah, because originally he was only taking the
Form of a
the likeness
Raven,
of
yeah.
a Raven.
Correct.
Gone, is that doable?
That is definitely doable.
All right,
He
well,
is. Yeah, he
take
has
that
two
lead, big
sheeps.
dog.
Gon takes the lead and is like, "What's a big dog?"
He's like, I don't see any dogs here.
I'm gonna look over and be like, it's a fucking, it's Sunrise Mountain thing. Sorry. That's how we talk. In the dork.
Right. So Ravi being invisible, going to send him out to this store here. And as he gets close to the door, does Ravi hear anything?
Give me a perception check with Ravi's stat block.
Right. Where's your stat block, little homie?
Oh, damn, I meant to ask this earlier. Was Ascendus, was he wearing Blast Scarf?
Yes, he is.
I will have taken the scarf.
We already talked about that. You definitely took it.
Oh, we did, okay.
Mhm.
We talked about it last session?
Yeah.
Completely forgot. So I would have taken it and removed my own, obviously way more stylish fucking black and purple leather overcoat,
Mhm.
and I would now be wearing, because on me it's an actual fucking cloak,
Yeah, absolutely.
a like obviously crazy tattered what used to be white, which is now like a dingy light tan cloak.
You guys remember that commercial from like the 90s where it's like the
Yes.
British lady,
Yeah.
dingy.
Mhm.
I think it's for like OxyClean or something.
I mean, because I would assume
Yeah,
Blast has never washed it.
probably. He probably doesn't even know
Yeah.
what a washer is.
Right. He
He
doesn't
sees a
have to take
washer,
baths.
he's like, damn, girl,
Well,
you
he
wet as
doesn't have to
fuck.
take baths, right? Like he's
Yeah.
a fucking. So
Yeah.
now I'm wearing this fucking obviously like fucked up. Like it's got like blood stain. It's got his lavender blood stain from like the many battles. It now has Ari out. Now has like silver blood mixed into it and like splashes of regular blood and all the different ichor of, all of his many battles.
Yeah, like I mean, it is Pride Month, so like all the colors, you know.
It's just like it's like a really gross rainbow because it's all blood.
Can't say that, man. It's Pride Month.
What? No, I'm not saying their rainbow is gross. I'm saying this particular one is
I know.
gross.
Doesn't the like Fog of War kind of look like
Mickey
old
Mouse.
that first is what I thought of, but then I thought of the old like movie reels, like camera, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wait, are you laughing at my Mickey Mouse laugh?
Cool.
Looks like
So
Mookie
as
Mouse.
yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yo,
Yeah.
did you see that Spooderman is in Spider-Man?
Oh my God.
What,
Spoderman?
really? That's amazing.
Yeah.
No
No,
way.
no,
Yeah.
he's not. He's in
Canon.
Across Spider-Verse.
Canon.
Spooderman.
Spooderman
I thought it was Spoderman.
I gotta
or
see that.
Spoder, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's Spoderman because it's
Yeah.
one O.
Yeah, he's
I've always
canon.
said Spooter.
That would be two
Oops.
O's.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It would be
I'm
two
logging
O's.
off. I'm quitting D&D right now. Sorry guys.
Yeah, it is.
Delete
it is
my
Spider-Man.
characters.
It is Spider-Man. Yeah, he's in whatever the new movie is.
Bro, it just reminds me of Dolan Duck. Gooby, please.
please.
Gooby, please.
Yeah. All
So
right,
I rolled the 14 perception.
yeah, as Ravi is able to kind of expand his awareness through the door, he is fairly certain that there is nothing on the other side. There's no movement that he hears at the very least.
Okay. And Gon seeing this, through Robbie's eyes, communicates to the group and says, "All right, well, these double doors seems like there's no sound coming from the other room, so I think we're okay to open them."
Now,
Let's
as we're
open
all
'em.
following along, Ebras at the back, and he's walking along, following everybody, but not engaging in any banter. He's pretty closed off. His eyes are far away, and he's clutching the bag of holding. His hand on it. It's back on its hip and on his hip, and he's holding on to it. Doesn't even have his weapon at the ready. He's not there mentally.
As Ravi opens the set of double doors in front of him, he opens it up to what appears to be like the kitchen of the castle. You see that there are large portions of fish and like potatoes and vegetables that have all been laid out almost as if mid-dinner production. You can see that there's like a stew still boiling on the stove. Several pots and pans are kind of boiled over now at this point, but ultimately empty.
You said there's food there?
Mhm.
Okay. Would we can keep moving, but I'm curious if we were to eat. It's not necessarily a health pot, and it's not magical by nature, so we wouldn't be able to recover health by eating food. So you can, I guess, keep looking for the medical supplies.
Yeah, I would definitely say that at the very least, eating some food would allow you to heal like 2d4.
Okay. That I will take.
So yeah, if you guys would all like to roll 2d4, heal yourself your scores. As a nice meal is always appreciated after going through what you guys just went through.
Is it shawarma?
It is not shawarma. No.
Dang.
Got that good ass roll. Mhm. You want me to move everybody in?
Think of themselves.
Hello.
Yeah. We'll keep moving and look for. We should look for medical supplies. Anything that can get us in a better shape to maybe leave
Okay.
Yeah, I would say
today.
as you guys
Sorry, can you reiterate what this is the blue line?
oh, that's a door. The fog of
Okay.
war is kind of covering the door on the map, so I just wanted to point
Gotcha.
it out.
All right, so as we're in here, I get curious. So as we're kind of just hanging out for a little bit, and before we move out, I'm just gonna have Ravi go over there once again, invisible, and just do a listen in.
Sure. Yeah, give me another perception check with Robbie.
9.
Cool. That's enough to listen in on the other side, and again, he doesn't hear anything of to cause for concern.
Okay. And once again, I'll explain that to the group and say, all right, well, Doesn't sound like there's anything next door either. If we wanted to go through that door, and I'll kind of reiterate and say we were the rooms that we went by. We went into a big dining room first, then an armory at one of the corners of the castle. We also went into that room with all the beer, the mead, and lastly there was another room with the circular table and the beds. So it would make sense that supplies and any of the consumables may be on this side. I'd say it's worth checking out if you all are willing to take a little bit of a risk.
Let's do it. We need medical supplies, some health potions. Hopefully, if we can find them.
All right, and that being said, Gun still taking the lead. We'll open the door.
Yeah, you open the door to what appears to be a study of sorts. You see that there is a desk there where somebody would sit at and kind of go over paperwork. There's stationery there. You know, they do a lot of their writing here. They keep a lot of their notes and important documents in the area. You can see that the walls are lined with bookshelves. There's a fire roaring kind of along the wall, and
Gotcha. So I will say that Gon, being the first one in, starts to not yet investigate, but scan the room and see if he can find anything of interest. So he would be looking out for any sort of item that can be used to heal or to mend. Anything also consumable, so potions, anything like that sort.
I'll assist them and guide.
why don't you guys? Yeah, sure. Go ahead and give me an investigation check. Go on.
And then with guidance, is that
+4.
Additional D4. And then I'm helping them. So what do you do with advantage?
Sure.
Am I doing a 2d4
Yeah. Did you eat?
for health?
From the food.
Yeah,
Okay,
correct.
Yeah,
From the
medium.
food.
Well,
Alright, so
do I gain
investigation goes
sustenance from
on.
food?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, because I can technically, I mean, if we're going off of Warforged
Ooh, nice.
rules, I can eat.
We're
I got
not.
a-
Yeah, we're going off of Rocknum still.
I got a
Okay, cool.
D20 plus 2, 22.
And sorry, it
22.
was just a regular 2d4, right? No additional?
Correct. Yeah, as you search about the room, you mostly find books and scrolls and papers kind of scattered about. You see that there's like some correspondences. There's like a map on the desk, but nothing that appears to be like a potion of any kind. There are some barrels. There is a barrel along the corner there that has some wine, I guess. That makes sense for it to have wine. Hey, I just noticed there's a little kitty cat on this little
Yeah,
chair.
I was about to say.
Oh, funny. Yeah, you see the like smash invitation on the table there or on the desk.
Oh yeah.
And there is a large statue of a Pidgey.
Cool. So seeing as I rolled a nat 20, it seems like
Oh, did you?
yes,
I didn't know it was
a
a nat 20. Sorry.
Yeah.
In that case,
Nat 20 plus 2, 22.
yeah, absolutely. Damn. I would say you guys are able to find 4 potions of healing.
Oh damn.
Oh shit, okay.
Oh yeah. Bottoms
Okay.
up.
Bottoms up, bottoms up.
Oh. That's all I know. And then that one lady comes in and she's like, "Money, can I get that? I'm gonna get that thing." And I don't know the rest.
That lady.
Yeah, that lady.
That is the most hilarious description
I
of
don't even know
Nicki
who that
Minaj.
lady is. Oh,
It's
is that
Nicki
Nicki
Minaj.
Minaj?
Oh, is it? Yeah, I
And
didn't even know.
then
That's why I
that
called her that
lady,
lady.
then that lady comes in.
Not even the girl or like the female artist.
A
That
lady.
lady.
Bro, where's she been
That
at like
lady.
last year?
I just imagine it's
She
the dingy
retired.
lady. Dingy.
Oh yeah, she had a baby.
Yeah,
And
she
she's
re-
like, I'm out.
Yeah, also, she's busy protecting her pedophile brother, so
Get called out.
Yikes.
now we're about to
Um,
get pulled off of fucking
Hope she's watching this fucking
YouTube.
stream.
Fuck her, bro.
That lady.
Imagine she's our one viewer
Hey,
tonight.
lady.
Dude,
Just
well,
report us,
like,
takes her whole shit off.
remember when we had our podcast and our very first pro that ever watched us was Cyborg?
Dude, remember she was commenting and liking all of our shit
Yeah.
on Instagram?
It was like her.
Bro, we always thought it was like her media team, and then we found out she don't have one on socials. It's just her.
I
Bro,
hope she's
that was
watching this stream
legit.
right now too.
Yo, honestly, that was like, she was the top of the world back then.
Dude,
That shit was tight.
she was our number one, like she was our first
Bro,
pro
and
fighter
she
that followed
engaged,
us.
dude.
Yeah.
Once she started following us, she engaged in every single one of our posts.
Yeah, dude, I would like all her shit, like from
Same,
the
dude,
Doom
me
Squad
too.
account.
Dude, I started doing my personal shit too.
Yeah,
I was
me
like,
too,
fuck. I was
me
like,
too.
fuck yeah, she's
Yeah.
tight. She was very nice. She's a very nice lady.
Absolutely. So yeah, you guys find some potions of healing, and what
You
else
said it
you
was 4?
guys- 4 of them. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll take the 4 healing potions and divvy them out to the group. So everybody gets 1.
Yeah,
And
we'll
then
find one.
2d4?
We'll find one for each other member, but they'll get them whenever they get here.
Gotcha.
How
So is that-
much is a potion?
It is
Whoever's
2d4
more
plus
hurt.
2.
+2? Okay.
3d4 plus 2.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, I will do.
Cool.
I'll be
I'm
drinking that
almost
too.
back to half health, guys.
Nice.
All
Of
right.
my pitiful 67 HP. Bro, being a half caster is
Damn.
rough.
All right. 3 plus 2 is 5. All right. Yeah, you know what? That's not bad. I'm gonna take that. We take those. 61 out of 69.
Roll 2 4s.
That's not bad. Dude, I have less health than a full caster. This motherfucker has
Yeah, how did that
69
happen?
health. I've been auto rolling. I don't know.
Oh, you've been auto
Jeez.
rolling? I did manual rolls, but I've also have my constitution is my second best stat.
Oh yeah, my con
And
is
yeah.
my con is actually my con's pretty good. My con's 16.
Oh well, maybe I think is it 16? Is it plus 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because I've been doing the manual rolls. So I've been getting
Oh.
fucked on a couple of them.
Yeah, manual rolls can be tough.
I just don't have the patience to roll myself. Bro, it just makes me feel, Edgar, how fucking spoiled I was when Eric made my maledictor.
Oh, yeah.
I had this health at level 5 with Eliodor.
Yeah. Yeah.
And okay, so from here, Gon being curious enough, like that cat on the couch. He's going to send Ravi to the door next to the fog of war one last time and listen in.
Give me one more perception check.
7.
This door appears to be a little bit thicker than the others. Ravi isn't, maybe because of the like jovial nature of you guys chugging fucking health potions. All that, he's just too distracted. He can't really hear anything on the other side.
Somebody
Okay.
clip that.
So
Oh, coming, yeah. That's such a good movie.
yeah, so for here I'm just gonna say, well, I can't really tell this from the next room over. It might be a 50-50. And from here, I mean, this looks like a pretty decent spot to rest up, but I also know that we have some other thing to take care of, but we can definitely bunker down here if anybody wanted to.
I think we can't risk Harbin escaping.
Right.
We can probably. I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling better. We can take him with us. Find a spot in the forest and take turns keeping watch tonight. But this place might be too dangerous because we don't know what these mercenaries will do if they see us with Harbin tied up.
No, you're right about that. And you know what? I have to say I'm feeling pretty good myself, so I think going to go find Harbin right at the beginning of our second win is probably gonna be our best bet.
Yeah, I think
Um,
I think it best to. My vote is grab Harbin, get out of here as soon as possible.
Okay.
during this time, I would have dropped Bless. I think it would have run out anyways, and I'm going to ritually cast Detect Magic to one look for any sort of items that might be hiding in hidey holes, and also just making sure we don't run into any unsavory characters.
Sure. Yeah, you don't notice anything with your detect magic as far as like magical items go, and there don't appear to be any sort of magical threats within your immediate vicinity.
Okay. All right. I think it's time for us to go.
All right. And with that, Ravi will fly back to Gon. Ravi is still invisible. And Gon will lead out of the room, and I look back at Tibble and say, which way was it to Harbin? Was it up?
Yeah. Yep. Up one more.
Um, Gone in the back of your head, kind of at the base of your skull, you feel an itch as you hear the voice of Ravi speak out to you, saying, "Are you sure you should be leaving now, Gone? There might be more to find."
And Gon internally responds and says, more to find and more to risk. And right now, I think we've risked enough for today.
Okay. Lead the way, Hot Wheels. What about Jinx? What's Jinx doing in all of this? Little Miss D&D princess. Just sit back and let everybody else do everything.
Well, I mean, she was just resting. She wasn't doing much. I thought we were already en route to get him first, but then we just kind of stumbled up here, healed up a little bit. But I in my mindset thought we were still trying to go get him.
She's like, where the fuck are we going?
Yeah. Well, okay, there's food here. I was just like wondering. I'm over here on this table eating some of this food, and then I was just waiting for them to be ready to go get Harbin.
Cool. So then is that what we're doing, guys? We're going up?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Please
Going
and
up
thank you.
on a Friday.
Man, this lady thing, you can't like walk away from the computer to like get like a little drink or like some chips or anything.
Cool.
Kind of sound like a Minecraft villager. Ah.
Cool. Yeah, you guys find yourself on the third floor.
Oh wait.
The area around you, the halls at least, there appear to be no movement at this time.
And is it JYNX? I'm sorry, I forgot.
I don't know. I spelled it
Got it.
EENKS
I
last
got
time.
Okay. So we're moving down the hallway.
Cool.
And even though most of the rooms were pretty clear, Gon is still moving cautiously, still looking over his shoulder to make sure the group's there. So as we get to here, I'll give a signal to kind of just pause to the group, and I'll look down the hallway and see if I see anything. And on top of that, just remain quiet for a moment to see if I hear any, or to, yeah, to,
Give me a stealth check.
Okay.
As you move quietly.
stealth.
All of us, or
Yeah, whoever's trying to be stealth.
16.
I'll try.
Nice.
That's a
Also-
6.
Damn.
I roll low too.
Damn,
Ooh,
son.
that is a 4.
Damn,
Bro,
sons.
that was about to be an 18, but I have to roll
And
this
what about you,
disadvantage.
Jinx?
16.
Okay. Man, that
Who's
is
you?
interesting. 16, 16, 6, and 4.
No.
Wait, hold on. Let me guide myself and see if I get a 4.
Sure.
Nope, got a 1, so I got a 7.
I would say that despite the Ebrath, as you are moving about, you're emotionally distraught, unsure of what to do with yourself. Your prime directive having failed. I would say you're disassociating kind of hard right now, and just kind of bump into people. You're not paying attention to where you're going. You kind of trip up Tybalt a little bit, as like you kind of just, as you are normally able to just passively walk, under people, you're just not practicing awareness, and you manage to trip Tybalt up a little bit. Jinx, being the stronger of the two, you're able to kind of right Tybalt and stop him from falling. And it doesn't appear that you've been heard at this time.
All right. Gon looks back at the group and says, all right, I think we can work on our light stepping, but that might have to wait for later. Other than that, I think the coast is clear to Harbin. And from there, Gon will move down the hallway with the group behind him. And Ravi invisible nearby.
Mhm.
And we'll go directly into that room and open up the door and walk in.
As you enter the room, you find it empty. There's no Harbin here. You see the large bed where he was staying. There are several books that have been pulled out, and like scrolls that he's been going over, but no sign of Harbin himself.
Of course.
Can I investigate the room for any clues of what happened to Harbin?
Give me a history check.
$22.
You're pretty sure as you look around and you're just like, that's weird, Harbin's not here. It suddenly strikes you that you remember Jane Vista having moved him to that center room prior to heading down and going to
Oh,
find
yeah.
Oh,
Sylvia. Yeah.
Why is it hidden?
Oh, because we're
wow.
upstairs, right?
Because there's fools there.
It shouldn't be hidden. It was right there.
Well,
And
because
we were already in there.
because when we fought the two big bads, they were downstairs, not in this level.
We fought the room full of guys, and that wasn't here.
And that's also how we came through. So
Oh,
even that
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 is
secret corridor
right.
on the way
You
out
are all
is
correct. Yes, yes, I remember. I did another IRL history check, and I remember now.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Let me fix that for you guys.
Boom! Surprise people.
Okay, now we walk back. Boom, boom, boom.
Go through those doors.
You got me nervous, Ronnie. Why this fog of war right here?
My bad. My bad. My bad.
Oh shit! A dragon head.
Yeah, that's in there all the time.
fucking imagine.
So as you guys enter the room, you see that he is in fact not alone. You find 4 elite guards guarding him, as well as a figure you've seen before. As the doors open and you see Harbin Wester free of his ties that you guys had left him in, you see the 4 red brand soldiers around him. You hear a very similar, familiar voice. And he says, well, 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 if it ain't you bunch again, it's been quite some time. As Don John steps out from behind one of the guards.
Fucking
And-
Don John, are you serious? We should kill that fool in the fucking mines, like I said.
Is it is
Hey,
it
Tom
cool
wanted
if
to.
is it cool
Tom
if
wanted
I
We should have
move
let him.
everybody a little bit out of the room, Ronnie?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
That's why it was hidden. But then you guys were like, yeah, I'm in there. So I had to but nonetheless, the doors are open and Don John is standing near Harbin and says, it's been quite some time. I see you guys are missing a few of you.
Very astute of you.
and I'll say if my battle senses all I used were my 2 eyes, I'd be you. The good thing is our allies aren't missing.
Man,
They're
do you
right
have,
here.
Do you have oh, what's that fucking warlock spell where you can cast vicious mockery?
No, I don't
That's a
have that
bard
yet.
spell.
Oh, is it? Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can do Bard Lock to do that.
No, I don't think so because I was able to use it as my one-shot character.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It might just be
Oh, wait.
like,
Is it
Yeah, it's a bard flavored spell that you can get in certain instances.
yeah,
But you probably only have access to it because you're college or your
maybe,
because
maybe.
you're select the way,
gotcha.
yeah, your patron.
And so Don John will kind of take his toothpick and kind of like work it into his teeth a little bit, and he spits on the ground. And he says, I noticed the robot ain't with you anymore, huh?
I'm gonna shoot him.
I was gonna say all right, well.
The moment that leaves his mouth, my multi-purpose, my all-purpose tool appears in my hand and I fucking boom.
Cool. Roll to hit.
$22.
That does hit. Roll damage.
Damage.
16 plus 20 damage.
Nice.
20 damage. Great. Now everybody roll initiative.
I'm
Yes.
gonna, can I say something as I do it?
Sure.
Keep your fucking mouth shut. And I fucking,
Man, he
and I aim for his mouth.
he's able to just dodge out of the way and takes a hit on the shoulder instead. As he kind of reels from the pain for a second, holding his arm, he spits his toothpick out and he says, that boy always was a softie. He says, well, I thought we were going to be able to leave here peacefully, but I think it's time to get him, boys. Go ahead and roll initiatives.
Gon got 17.
19 for a breath.
Need 2, Jinx.
Bro, I've been wanting to kill this fool for fucking 2 years.
All right. Let's get some battle music, guys. Jeez. Uh and Up first is Ebrath, followed by Tybalt.
It should be Jinx.
What did Jinx get?
She got 19, but her dex is higher than mine.
22.
Oh, wait. Oh, you got 22. Damn, sorry, it didn't like register for some reason. That was happening last week, huh?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, hers was missing last week too.
I wonder why.
Did she leave the campaign?
No.
No, wait, because I can see her
No.
rolls. I can see her
Yeah.
rolls.
Are you rolling off the website?
Yeah.
Yeah, so am I.
Yeah.
I see it right here.
Huh. That's
Yeah,
strange. Oh,
I
well.
see your roll.
All right, so yeah, up first is Jinx, followed by Ebrath, then Tybalt.
Okay, so right here we're sorry, I'm just gonna move on real quick. These are double doors and they're both open, or we only opened one, just to
No, they're
clarify.
both open.
They're both swung up. Okay. I will move. Here. And I'm gonna focus on B and do steady aim, do my use. $26.
That absolutely hits.
So that's 9 and 4d6. $23.
23
Yeah.
damage.
23 damage
Jesus, on B.
on B.
God damn, yeah. As your
His name is
psychic
Bobby.
psychic
Was.
blade rips into Bobby, you see him just stumble backwards as he like coughs up a spittle of blood as he like looks down and tries to pull the dagger out of his chest, but it kind of just dissipates in his hand and like wisp away like in a breeze. Yeah,
That sounds good. Yeah.
cool. Anything else?
No, I stay right there.
All right, how about all right, cool. And then after that it's going to be Ebrath, followed by Tybalt.
Doesn't she have multiple of those?
She only gets she uses her bonus attack to give herself advantage
Oh, got it.
on the attack roll,
Got it.
which is she only gets one attack action.
Got it.
Mhm.
So I'm going to raise my right hand again as my staff is still slung around my back. And my cannon is going to crawl down my left hand as I raise it, and I have both hands now. Cannon in my left, all-purpose tool in my right. Take another shot at Don John with
Okay.
my all-purpose tool. That is an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Okay, so that is 14 damage.
All right.
And I'm going to level my left hand with my cannon at him as well.
Okay.
That is a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
11 damage.
Perfect.
I'm going to stay where I am and say, you don't know anything about him.
And he reels from the pain of the attacks that you landed on him, and he kind of wipes the blood from his mouth and spits out on the ground. He says, I remember that boy being a big softy, not willing to do what it takes to get the job done. He says, I always knew he wasn't going to make it.
He was a better man than you'll ever be.
He says, well, I'm still alive. Can't say the same for your friend now, can we?
Fuck.
Cool. Tybalt, you're
Hold
up,
on. My
followed
turn's not
by.
done.
Orale, okay.
Do I role play this the way I should? Or do I fight smart?
You're Ebreth.
I mean, you can, without getting too meta, you can make it make sense. Disassociating and all.
In how much time have we spent here?
Oh, it's been a minute, not even a minute, just enough to have these short little conversations.
No. I mean, like the whole time at the castle.
Oh, I would say several hours.
We wouldn't have seen the new dawn, right?
No, you guys never opened that door.
Okay. Okay, so I am.
In fact, he doesn't even know who you are.
No, yeah. No, I get that. Fucking shitty pun, by the way, but all right.
What?
Because I said seeing the new dawn, like talking about time, like sun rising,
Oh, I
and you're
didn't.
and you're like,
Oh, I thought you meant Don John.
No.
That's why I was like, nah, you guys never opened that door because he was in one of these rooms. But no, the dawn of the new day is not.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Not.
No. See, if Edgar said that, that would have made more sense.
Okay. Shit. Edgar, what do you think?
Hey, I need you to make a decision, man. It's your turn.
All right.
Do your thing.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna scream. I said shut your fucking mouth, and I'm gonna start coalescing my next attack for my next turn.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
And he'll just kind of laugh and spit out his own blood again. All right, cool. After Ebrath, it's Tybalt, followed by Don John. What are you doing, Tybalt?
I look at Harbin and say, "Don't be an idiot. You can make them stand down. You know what you've done is wrong, but there is redemption in you."
He says, now, Tybalt, these are perfectly fine men, and no need to, no cause for alarm. I'm sure we could work out a deal between the four of us, 8 of us.
Tell them to lower
10
their
of us?
weapons.
And he says, oh, my men are here to protect me, and as long as you mean no harm, neither will they. Assure us that you will lay down yours, and my men will lay down theirs.
And I'll look back at Don and say, "What do you say, Don?"
He'll kind of dust his cloak off a little bit and kind of put out the little bit of flames from Ebrath's attack that's still kind of smoldering. And he says, if that's, and he kind of points at Ebrath. He says, if that's your best, hold on, I'm getting my voice messed up. He says, well, if that's your best, I think it's in your best interest to do what Harbin says. I think we can work out an arrangement between gentlemen. And he looks over at you, Jinx. He says, and gentle ladies.
And Tybalt says, "Well, you haven't seen our best, but it's in my best interest and yours that we seek diplomacy in this situation. Don't you agree?"
He says, well, you've taken the words right out of my mouth, Tybalt. He says, let's be real here. Look around you. You are a little bit worse for wear. Now, me and my men, we feel real good. Is this the path you want to go down?
And Tybalt says, "Well, I sense a bit of hostility in you.
He spits on the ground. He says, I don't take kindly to be being shot for no reason.
And I don't take kindly to you talking shit about our friend. But we're here now to make
And-
a peaceful resolution, live to fight another day, and believe me, we will fight another day.
and he reaches behind his back and he pulls out a long, thick bladed knife, kind of like Crocodile Dundee with like serrated little spikes on top, real long, kind of like a hunting knife. I'm getting stuck in this like southern accent.
You're saying like a
Um,
boat, like a large boat.
like a Bowie knife, yeah.
Mhm.
And he says, well, if you won't stand down, then I guess we'll just have to see about that now, won't we?
And as Tybalt gets a rise out of Dawn, he just smiles a bit and says, there's your true character. And he just stands up and sort of just doesn't posture up, but relaxes his body and says, okay, what are your terms?
Harbin speaks up and kind of puts his hand on Don John's chest a little bit and kind of ushers him back. He says, well, seems like you are reasonable men. You let us go and you'll never hear from us again.
Why is he Southern now all of a sudden?
Because I can't do both, okay? He's supposed to be like 1920s radio voice, but I suck at voices, okay?
You gotta snap back into it with the what is it? With a keyword like yeah,
There's a
see
key,
Yeah,
key
see?
phrase. Yeah, there's a key phrase.
key
So
phrase.
that was always my struggle with him. Was I always
Yeah,
tried to
hey.
do like 1920s radio voice, kind of like the narrator at the beginning of Korra episodes.
Yeah.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
But I would slip
This
into
just
the
in.
yeah,
National City.
yeah. I would slip into that. Yeah, say me and my boys got the best deal
Okay.
in town. Say
Because
That's what I'm talking about.
I never thought that was where you were. I never thought you were going for
because I'm bad at voices. How
1920s.
many times do I have to tell you guys that?
It's, I mean, it's all right. Whatever. Fuck
Who
it.
let me be a DM? I'm not good at this.
You volunteered, as far as I'm aware.
You're doing great. Okay. You're
Can
doing great.
Is there any way I
No.
can?
No.
Okay. Just speak to Tybalt.
Sure. What are you trying to do?
Say Tybalt. You can let this stand.
And Harbin says, Tybalt, I don't know your friend there, but I think you should listen to your heart. I think you know that this is the wise move.
And Tybalt looks at
See, I like that
Abraxas.
voice was completely different too.
That was more what you're looking for, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so,
that's
too.
way more transatlantic.
It was more
1920s.
No, that was more like South Carolina, like
No,
rich
that-
guy.
You're
No
getting
way.
there.
No,
You're
no,
getting
no,
there.
no way. That was not. That was transatlantic fucking accent, is what you just did.
Cool.
Tybalt looks at Ebrath and says, just lower volume so Harbin, Don, the others don't hear, and say,
Give me a stealth check.
yep. I can't do stealth. I have to disadvantage every time because stealth is technically like moving around because of my armor. 4.
4? Yeah, you're not. You think you're being stealthy, but you're in the heat of battle. It's hard to have the wherewithal to lower your voice.
And he says, lose the battle, win the war. We have what we came here for.
And I'll look to Tybalt and staring still at Don John hears words and stop for a second and look at Tybalt and just like almost imperceptibly nod at him.
Are we still in combat technically, or things?
Technically, yes.
Okay, so that exchange would have been my turn, but Tybalt is no longer engaging and will ready to leave.
Um, seeing your disengagement and seeing you loosen up a little bit, Don John kind of snickers and he says, I knew you didn't have it in you. You made a good choice today, boys. And he will slowly put his Bowie knife away. His soldiers also, A and B, now kind of backing off a few feet and relaxing their stance a bit. Still weary, but actively showing signs of disengagement. Gone, it would be your turn next. What would you like to do?
Everything has remained pretty quiet. Since the last turn, nobody's taken any moves. So I'm kind of just relaxing a bit, but not completely. And while I take a bit of a more I would say defensive position, I also am just continuing to keep an eye on everybody in the room. Looking at what is it called? Just how they're standing, their stances, their body language, and just in general, any sort of hand motions as well. And of course, just keeping an eye on Harbin, even though I know he's not a threat, he can definitely want to keep an eye on him just in case. But yeah, if nothing's going on, then I will stay still, and that'll be the turn.
All right. After that, the Red Brand soldiers C and D also stand down, and Harbin speaks up and he says, well, I believe you folks made the right choice today. We shall be on our way. I tip my hat to you, but I do not have one. And Dave's about to be pissed.
Oh, no way, bro. No way. As you say that.
Did
Yeah,
you know?
100%. Oh yeah, he saw him because he got alerted because he's the host of the room. He saw him ask for permission.
I can't wait to hear that.
He's about to
Oh,
be very pissed.
Francine's a shark.
Hi, Francine.
Hi.
Sharkies.
That looks very
Aw.
cozy.
There you
That
go.
looks very cozy.
Audrey says it looks very cozy. Everybody else says hi. I have my headphones in, so she can't hear. Hold on, let me take them off.
Okay.
Just
You look great.
There's un tiburón.
great.
Rawr.
That looks dope as hell.
Yeah. Let
Also,
me.
I'm gonna miss
Hey,
both
look
of
at
you
your
guys
fuck-
tomorrow.
Okay. You guys hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It still has. Hold on.
We can hear you.
There you go.
You look
What
great.
up?
Thank you.
Hello.
La
Somebody said
Sharky.
you looked really cozy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this
Oh.
isn't about me. It's on, like Edgar was having this whole thing about telling the guy to stop talking shit about his friend, and I'm like very curious about where that's going.
Oh, you don't
missed
even know right
you
now.
you missed the part where he mentioned blast at the beginning and I just fucking automatically shot him in the face.
Oh,
Wow.
damn.
Got him in the shoulder. But,
That-
you know.
Yeah,
Like-
well, I was aiming for his face, but apparently he dodged it. And that was what started the encounter. because he was talking
Yeah.
shit about Blast, and I was not having it.
You don't even know, Dave.
We're doing some PvP.
Oh, we're in battle.
Doing some PvP action. All right.
Oh,
Tell
you
him-
want to
tell him
drop
with
his?
who.
You want to drop his? Oh yeah, he can see. No, you can see the owlbear. David, can you see the owlbear?
I'm just loading up right now. I just got home.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So he
you don't
doesn't
even
know.
know. You don't even know who it is.
There
So
we go.
as Dave is loading, I just want to give you guys a quick story. Do you guys remember Lindley Ballin? I think her
Of
last name
course,
was.
of course, yes.
I used to work with her at Macy's, and
Mhm.
at one point she bought a car, and she was like super stoked to like show me. She was like, "Dude, like you got to come see my car. It's so sick, you know, blah blah blah. It's like a sports car." And I was like, "Cool, cool, cool. What is it?" And like, it was like Pontiac, like Tiburon or something. I think it was a Pontiac, but
A
either way.
Tiburon's a no Tiburon is a Hyundai.
Oh, okay, Hyundai. Yeah, yeah, it's a Hyundai Tiburon. And she was like, yeah, she's like, it's
Pretty cool
Tiburon.
car
She was like,
actually.
rawr. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, rawr. And I was like, do sharks go rawr? She was like, is it a shark? And I was like, yes.
She took
Oh my
Spanish, dude. She took Spanish for 3 years.
She was like,
I didn't
she was like, sharks would roar if they could.
I mean, she's not wrong.
And
That was the other thing
like,
too. Is Lindley was super smart,
yeah.
like very lacking in like fundamental.
Yeah,
things
just like
like
little
that.
things like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was funny, dude.
You know, what was funny was like your impression of her because you only knew her at work was so
was so different than what you had. Yeah, I know.
Well, because
yeah.
she was actually like a sweet person,
Yeah.
but she
was
got
really-
wrapped up in a bunch of stupid like politics in that department.
Dude, that whole department was like,
Yeah.
there was so much ego involved in like
Like-
all the theater kids, and like I
Give
almost had to
me one
fight
second.
somebody one time. It was stupid. So anyway, Dave, you all loaded up and good to go?
Yeah, just let me get my headphones reconnect. Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah, no, I'm ready. I just had to get all my shit's going. I'm good. Sorry,
Cool.
I'm late, guys.
No
We
worries.
ran a little late there.
That's okay. You didn't miss much. As Harbin Wester looks out to you and he says, well, folks, it seems like you guys have made the right decision, and we shall be on our way. I would tip my hat to you, but I don't have one. Don John tips his hat.
Raskin.
Don John Raskin tips
Oh
his
shit,
hat.
are we back in town?
Nope.
No, not exactly.
Okay, I'll wait.
Don John Raskin tips his hat to you, Tybalt, and he looks over at you, Gon, and he says, by the way, your parents say hello. They'll be looking for you soon. And he looks over at you, Ebrath, and he says, if you're anything like your friend, you've got no grit. You're no Daisy. You're no Daisy at all. And they will make their exit.
Okay. Where's Vox on the?
Vox is downstairs.
So now Vox, but Dave sees who we're talking to.
Dave does,
Dave-
but
Okay.
I would say Vox, as you make your way upstairs, leaving Jane and Palpius behind, you catch a glimpse of what appears to be Harbin Wester and Don John Raskins leaving the premises with a small squad of soldiers. In fact, as you come around the corner, you see Don John kind of look back and gives you a quick little wink and dips out the front door.
We're talking like 5 soldiers, 10 soldiers, 20 soldiers.
It's 4 of them,
Okay.
1 Don John, 1 Harbin Wester Jr.
Okay. Suddenly waking from a very sudden nap.
Oh, it wasn't
No,
even-
we
it wa-
actually no.
It's
we
been
had
maybe
to-
like
Oh,
15 minutes.
We had
Okay.
you actually like you were involved with what just happened at the end.
okay. Okay, well, I'll let you guys continue. I don't know where to jump in here.
No, I mean this would be where you would jump in.
Okay.
You know, as you come up the stairs and you see the group. Yeah, I mean, you kind of see them exit as you are joining them. What's going on through your little rock brain?
Why the fuck is he here?
Well, you see, we came up to catch Mr. Harbin as planned before we dipped out. But when we got here, he already had his homies here, and Don John was one of them. And so we were not expecting them. And being in our weekend state, we had to bend basically and take a deal for them, allowing them to leave. So Don John is a surprise just as much as it is for you.
Fuck.
Yeah, fuck.
He was talking shit about your cousin too.
He was talking so much shit, dude. So
He
much
said
shit.
he said he could fuck you up.
My dad can beat up your dad.
We should have killed him while we could.
That's what Ebra said. Yeah.
Don't worry if I know anything about where things are leading, I say, well, we're gonna run into him again.
Ooh, hold on a sec. Have they? Okay, hold on. You said I was coming into all this right as they were leaving the room, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I gotta get my character sheet loaded. It'll take 2 seconds. Let's see how many spell slots I have. Ah, fuck, I'm so tapped out.
Counted on it.
I was gonna hunter's mark this bitch. I still can.
The thing
No,
is, we're all
no.
really hurt right now.
Yeah, I know. There's no point in following them if we can't do
Yeah.
anything, right?
Hmm.
By the way,
I
Vox,
just
take this. I found it.
And it's a potion, health potion.
oh,
Yes.
thank you. What kind?
Regular.
Aragala.
Thank you, Gun. Well, I'll take all I can get. And I just let out a deep sigh of frustration. Just fuck, how did he get away from us again?
He's a shifty little one, say.
Can I can I respond to that?
To Vox, sure, yeah, it's
Yeah.
just you guys.
I'm gonna look up at Vox like venom in my eyes and say, I don't know what you know about this guy, but you deserve to die.
Undoubtedly.
Yo, what's up with fucking Julio and Dave being fucking twins right now, son?
I know, for real.
God damn.
Dave's got the little peach fuzz
Fucking
right here
same
too.
fucking hair, same facial hair. This shit is
Watch,
wild.
should I do it
Also,
this way so we could really match? Watch, I'll swap
No,
it
no,
over.
no. You had it right the other way.
You had it
Yeah.
because it's
Oh,
mirrored. It's
okay.
mirrored
You're
to us. It's
backwards.
mirrored to us.
It's flipped on my
Yeah.
camera.
What up,
Yo,
Alright,
cuz?
also Julio, I was about to
Put on your
say,
glasses, Dave.
Julio, I was about to say, the facial hair,
Right
the
here.
facial hair is fucking hitting, my boy.
Right?
Oh my god, I
That-
thought he was gonna say something else.
No, that shit looks dope as fuck.
It's hideous, man. Take that shit off. Well, mom,
We're both due for a haircut.
my body's trying. Oh yeah,
Hey.
no, I was looking at that too for myself.
I'm gonna take a
Mhm.
quick bathroom break. Let's
Okay.
do like 10 minutes or whatever.
All right, well,
Okay.
can somebody catch me up a little tiny bit?
Sure.
Cliff Notes version.
I got you. So we started off with
God damn it, Ronnie should have muted his shit. Ronnie, can you still mute it? Can't hear me.
back.
Oh well.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. We're getting feedback.
Yo,
Oh.
but we're going to break? What are we doing?
Yeah, break
Ronnie
10
said he has to
minutes.
take
You
a
want to do a
quick-
recap?
Oh,
Ronnie
yeah,
has to pee.
well, Dave just left, so.
No, I'm right here. I'm right here. I
Oh,
have my
okay.
headphones in. I was just trying to get a quick little Cliff Notes recap. If you
Okay,
guys can.
so yeah, brief recap. Ebrath is pretty much ruined by his failure,
Okay.
not being able to bring Blast back.
Oh yeah, that was absolutely evident last session.
He broke down on top of Sendis's corpse.
Okay.
It took Tybalt's words of encouragement to get him up. We have put Ascendis's body in my bag of holding.
Yep.
Because my whole thing is that I know that what I tried was the correct thing, but I just wasn't powerful enough.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Yeah,
have
because there was a little spark, if I remember correctly.
yes,
It just didn't quite. It didn't do the job.
and I also felt blast within the core.
Yes.
So I know, and I've told Tybalt this, and actually everyone else heard it because we spoke pretty openly about it, even though I was
Yeah.
directing it to Tybalt. Blasts, like his soul's within the core, even though it's in Ascendis's body. So whatever like magic they did to keep him under wraps while Ascendis was alive is still somewhat in place, but Ascendis is dead now. So I know that like were I to do it with more juice, I'm convinced that that is the key.
Yep. Okay.
I have a sneaking suspicion that it's just because I don't have enough power within my own core, which is only a fragment of a kyber crystal.
Okay.
I have since put Ascendis's body in my bag of holding, like I said.
Yeah.
Um,
And did you?
Tybalt-
What'd you do with the? Did you do anything with the
Tybalt-
core, or is it just in the body?
it's in the body. So I left it in the body because I stated that taking the core is no use because I don't have Blast's original body.
Okay.
So at the very least, if I find a way to bring Blast back, he still needs a body, whether it's Ascendis or himself, right?
Right.
Um,
We haven't
they're
seen
like-
any kind of indication of his body anywhere, though. Well, Ascendis.
No.
specifically, like,
Ascendis-
half and half,
Ascendis-
right?
no, well, he has some pieces of Blast within him.
Yeah.
So he's mostly like black metal, but he
Right.
has like interspersed within him components of the gold adamantine within
Yeah.
him, right?
And I remember all this because I was the first one to encounter that sort of hybrid being, and I remember
Yes.
like he definitely had some elements of Blast in him.
Yeah, he's not like I wouldn't say half and half, but like
Okay. A little bit.
yeah,
Sprinkled
like
in.
I would say like a third.
Okay. Okay. Oh yeah,
Um,
that's good to clarify then, because I remember like in my mind it was just like I don't know, maybe I didn't clarify at the time, but I was just like it's about half half, but that makes more
So
sense.
I got clarification through Ronnie that it's not
Okay.
quite half and half. It's
Okay.
more 2/3 Ascendis, 1/3 Blast.
Right.
But Blast did reveal last session, or sorry, Ascendis revealed last session that Blast's husk, his body, is in the old workshop.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yes. So knowing that and knowing we don't necessarily have access to it because it's very, very far away, I needed to keep the body with the core. Because if we were to bring Blast back, it makes no sense if he has no body.
Did you guys establish approximately how far that workshop is from where we are?
I know how far it is, and it's like we're saying maybe 1,000 miles away.
Okay. Couple weeks of travel at least.
At the very least, if that's our goal. But it's not necessarily our goal to break back into that, especially because of what you and Tybalt saw through the dimension door.
Right. Yeah, no, I kind of wanted to get an idea of like how far are we talking. Okay.
We're
'Cause
talking.
I assume none of you motherfuckers are taking notes, right? Yeah, so
This was already talked about.
I know. I'm
We're-
taking
we're
notes as you
talking-
as we're talking now, though.
Yeah, we're talking actually I would say above that because it's like almost at the end of it's at the opposite end of the continent. The Sunrise Mountains are. Songfarla is like I would say 2,000 miles away.
Okay.
It's not feasible for us to go straight after that just for the sake of bringing Blast back, right?
Did you guys look at my fucked up notes from last session?
100%. I also loved
Okay.
your little note at the end. These are real deal notes. What the fuck you said at the end?
The last note I have is Gon saying, "I'm the most handsome and sorry."
We should
Oh, yeah,
note
and then
that
the
was Andre saying that.
Andre as Gon. I'll edit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott.
Which
Yeah.
which is also the
Yeah,
truth though. He is
exactly.
also the most handsome. Now
Alright.
Vox may be tied because you guys look the same in real life.
Boom,
By the
look
way-
at that hair, son.
By the
I
way,
got
no,
grays and everything up in this bitch.
He doesn't have grays, but
Boom.
you guys got the swoop. You guys got the fucking facial hair.
I know.
All you need is your fucking glasses on.
Oh yeah, so the notes very clearly say we took the body. Everyone is questioning what they believe. We killed a bunch of bitches. Vox hates everyone to varying degrees, adamant that our next step be to get to Crypt Garden Forest to defeat Viantha before she resurrects Ebenda. Okay. Sorry if I'm repeating all this shit.
Because there's another great dragon there that we're aware of.
Ebenda.
No. Ebendeth's
Oh.
Ebendeth's the spirit of that original dragon, the original black
That
dragon.
he wants to
Correct.
inhabit the
Correct.
yeah.
So in Crypt Garden, there is a green dragon called Gnawbones.
Oh, Gnawbones. Okay. Well, wait, that sounds familiar, but I don't see it in these.
I
No,
ones.
we've talked about it multiple times. There's like lore within. Yeah.
I can
So-
sense them because I have the
Yes.
dragon mark.
Yes. So, oh, that's right. I
Mark
I
of the
forgot you
dragon.
took that. That's sight. Yes. So then bring you back up to speed. We're here. We go to collect Harbin Wester. And as we go into the room, Gon leading, he is not shackled anymore. And he's surrounded by 4 lieutenants. And then we're accosted by Don John,
Right.
who says some stupid shit about Blast not being there because
Mhm.
he's weak. So I immediately fucking shoot him.
That makes sense.
'Cause Ebrahim's like-
okay. I thought you shot Tybalt for some reason.
No, never. No,
I was like,
I
oh,
shot-
fuck.
I shot Don John because
Yeah, okay.
he
No,
said
for sure.
he said some reckless ass shit.
For sure.
And
Okay.
Ebrath's not about that slander when it comes to Blast, right?
Okay.
So we start fighting. We get 2 turns in. No, actually, I get 1 turn. Tybalt's like, all right. Don John's like, hey, you really want to do this shit? Tybalt, being way more of a sound mind than Ebrath is, understands that we're fucked up, right? Like, can we sustain this fight?
Right. Right.
And
calls it quits.
Harbin goes, yo, just let me out. We'll let you go. You let us go. No harm, no foul.
Okay.
We live to fight another day. And Tybalt's like, looks to Don John and is like, not only are we gonna fight another day, we're gonna kill you.
Oh shit. Okay. Cool.
Because he's like as affronted by what he said about Blast as Ebrath is, but he's not
Yeah.
as hot-headed.
Yeah.
He took
All
that
right.
shit
I mean,
to heart.
that's all the recap I need. I don't want to like sit here and make everyone hear all this shit again.
That's
good.
basically it.
Okay,
that's-
cool.
You're up to time.
You literally
And-
walked
Thank you
in
so much.
as you literally walked in as they were saying goodbye.
Okay.
They were walking out.
Thank you for the recap, boys.
Mhm.
Dude, thank God. Fucking Greg Hardy just got KO'd again.
Wait, who?
Greg Hardy?
I thought you said Gegard for a second, and I was like, oh no.
No, bro. I would cry.
Gengar.
Who? Bare Knuckle?
No, some other boxing promotion or something.
Can I find it in RMMA?
Yeah. It's probably like the top post.
Oh yeah. Fuck that fool. Fuck that fucking wife beater, bro.
Fuck that fool for sure. Maybe it was on
Should have
UFC,
known
I
Don
forget.
John was coming back.
You also thank God Cubs going back to featherweight.
Yeah.
If he's gonna fight, he needs to fight at featherweight.
Mhm.
Bantamweight is not his move. He's too
No.
big. Like he's not tall, but like this is a big boy.
Yeah.
Pulling that weight got him embarrassed. All right. Anyway, sorry, DM. Go ahead.
That's all good. Cool. What are we doing, guys?
I'm gonna walk up to Tybalt and look the 2 feet up into his eyes and say, who the fuck was that? Why does he know the last?
He's an obstacle that we have. What the fuck is her name?
Mandalorians?
No, what's her name? That
Halia.
works with him.
Halia
Halia.
Thornton.
Halia.
Yeah, Halia.
We did a job for Halia, and he was there.
Who? Halia? Ebroth doesn't know who Halia is either, huh?
Yeah, I do because I've been in town.
Have you guys interacted with her though? I don't think
No,
so.
but I've heard about her because of them.
Yeah, and that she's
Because
like
that's
bad
also
news.
why I know about Skill because I heard that he was an agent.
Got it. Yeah. Cool.
So think of Dawn as a skill light of sorts.
And I nod my head and say, I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah, and I would say, Tybalt, with your passive perception, you would have been well aware that the soldiers with Don John were agents of the Zentarum that you've encountered in this castle before.
We probably wouldn't have won that fight. We would have died trying though, but we can't lose to the small potatoes and hope to defeat the evil that's coming. I think for now we have to focus on getting back to town, bringing Harbin's crimes to light, and going from there.
Okay, you're right. But if I have a chance, he's gone.
What proof do we have against Harbin?
When we were in the study, there were a bunch of his scribbles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We have the letters of Skill.
Oh my god, this dog. Sorry.
And
Bro, you sound like me.
we can also call back the soldier that we had undercover to vouch. So we have people.
Wait, so we have the one guy that we sent undercover.
The 2 guys, yeah.
Oh, we have 2 of them.
Yeah. There was the one guy we paid off and the other one that was pissing his pants because he didn't want to go back. We kind of made Go back.
Course, though.
Yeah, he's probably dead, but you know.
So we have two eyewitnesses. I guess back in character. At this moment, are there any pressing matters, or should we go ransack that room and get whatever we can?
We can look and see if we can find any notes, any scribbles of Harbin with whatever the plan was. His own scribbles, that is. We have the letters of the sword coming here.
Well,
Right, those were the
evidence.
letters.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what we recovered from that room so far. I just know it was kind of in haste, and everyone was like, "Grab whatever you can and let's get the fuck out of here because we have priorities."
That was in another building.
From his office over here, though, I feel like especially Jinx. Jinx took some shit, but I don't know what it was.
Let me tell you what, Jinx has not taken any shit this entire session.
Well, not this session, but when we were accosting Harbin in his OG office to the east over here, Jinx took a bunch of shit.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and you said it equated to some gold as well, so I got a little bit gold.
Cool.
There were letters, but I think it might have been the letter of Skeel's motives more so than Harbin's motives.
Would you guys like to take some time to look
Yeah, but
through?
like I said, so my question to the group is there anything else pressing that needs our attention immediately? If not, let's go back and take a better look.
Yeah, nothing's pressing. We can go back and take a better look.
Yeah, not anymore now that Harbin's gone.
I mean,
Harbin's gone.
we are also at like not great strength.
Did
So
we
maybe-
recover the Goblin Greatsword already?
Yes, we did.
It's on my back.
Did we already search all the bodies for Victor and Keikel and all of the
So
other guys?
we didn't search all of those people because there are still potentially hostiles in the castle. And we are not at full strength, not even close.
Well,
So-
yeah, so like that's what I was
Yeah,
asking. You might have stepped
yeah.
away. Like, is there any other pressing matter where we shouldn't go look?
Well, we're
The one
low on
room-
health. And
Yeah, I thought we were gonna
planning on, we were
rest.
planning on either resting or bouncing right away.
The one room where we found the healing potions, there was letters and maps that we didn't really go through.
Okay.
Letters and envelopes. That
I
So
is
either
think-
we start there or give another pass to Harbin's room.
Yeah, and DM, when Harbin and Dawn left, did it sound like they were taking the red brands with them as well? Meaning, like the castle is now.
I would say
vacant.
that as you guys have snuck through the castle to look for Harbin, and in your search through the other rooms, it's pretty evident that there isn't really signs of occupation per se.
So I think
Yo, team, we should maybe
We're alone
think
now.
about, maybe the fact that they might beat us to town. And Harbin may try and spin a different story.
Hey, that's a great idea.
We should get the fuck out of here
Hmm.
now.
yeah. Well, he's
Do we
got a
need to
head
take
start.
all of fuck. Do we need everybody to go? Or can we have one person do a quick search or something?
Well, Vox, if you stay on your own, this is a 2-day journey back to Vandalin, at least.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
I'm
it'd be more
just-
than that.
Yeah, I'm just now
Mhm.
realizing
I would say it's
But are
better.
you
I think it's
proposing that we
3-day
just head
journey.
over there without resting? We still need to rest.
No,
We
no,
before
no.
we do
Like,
anything.
no, Ebrath
we
is
can-
correct. It's going to be
we
at
can
least
rest-
a 3-day journey.
We
So,
can
like, you're
rest
going to have to
in the
stop and rest
fucking
at some
wagon
point.
that is still there. We need to get the fuck out of here. If he gets to his brother before we do, we're in fucking trouble.
We can get a message before he gets there.
How?
Who
Okay.
had the sending stone?
Aren't you tapped?
But the sending stones only talk to each other like walkie-talkies.
Correct.
Also, we don't have access to magic.
Forgot
They
who had
might
the other
still.
one.
I have one.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
I
I
have
think
the other
Brad
one.
has one. Yeah, so I mean, it's not gonna help us right now. Fuck. What else do we
If
have,
it's-
guys?
If it's gonna take days to get there. Let me see.
Days to get there, or if we catch up to them somehow, we could just stop them before they get there.
No, I have.
That's a solid point, but we
I
do need
look
to get
at-
on the road and start resting.
Tibble looks at the
So-
group and says, "I have a spell saved up because should anyone die, I can bring you back. I can use that spell to send a message ahead and warn people that Harbin will get there and he'll start spinning a story that is untrue."
Okay. Tybalt. Yes. That is very useful. However, okay, actually real quick. Would Ebreth now have being around our conversations with Tribor in the group, would he be able to infer what the rest of the group knows about Tribor and his brother and the love he has for his brother?
I would say not. I don't think you've really interacted with Tribor enough to get a feel for like his character, let
Got it.
alone because a lot of this is still very new to you, and even
Yes.
if you would have heard stories, I don't think Ebrath is necessarily the most trusting person.
Correct. But off of that, because I'm not the most trusted person, would I then maybe feel that we shouldn't just leave him to get there before us?
I think that's your decision, man.
Okay, so going off of what I know about
Knowing what you know,
knowing what I know about Tribor
which isn't
from
much.
Which
right,
isn't
but from the
much.
correct, but from the brief interactions that I've seen you give and the way he has spoken about his brother, I'm going to say, Tybalt, I think that message is necessary, but we should be there before him. It's gonna be a problem for us. If he gets there and he's able to spin whatever story he has before we get there. Don John, why does he know him? What is their relationship? I'm asking you and Vox and everyone
It's
else.
completely, their relationship is strictly mercenary. Don John works for him. Don John is his puppet. Doesn't seem that Don John has any real will of his own.
Okay, but Don John will speed him back to Fandolin, right?
He may or may not. I think he's he's definitely more adept in navigation, survival, fighting. He's much more adept in all of that than Harbin is. He'll certainly help.
My worry.
I don't know that he'll get him there tomorrow.
Of course not. But we have 3 days journey back to Phandalin. Why dally here in this castle when we could lose hours doing that? And when we get back to Phandalin, we're made.
Oh no, we should leave. We should leave now. We should leave now.
Yes.
However, it's going to take days to get there. So, in order to call ahead, we can send a message
Correct.
saying we're on our way back. So is Harbin. Should he get there, trust nothing he says.
Okay, then we need
While
to
this whole
go. We need to go
discussion is
now.
happening, while this discussion is happening, I grab Jinx. Jinx, you're the fastest of the group. Grab everything you can from his office that has writing in it. Take no longer than a couple minutes. I will wait for you and we'll head back.
Everything?
Everything with writing. Would I be able to give her my bag of holding, Ronnie?
Sure.
That's like the Avengers. It's like when they tell Hulk to smash, it's like,
Yeah.
Jinx,
Oh, fucking
Steal.
loot.
steal.
everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
Steal.
My
So
eyes glow with
There's-
glee.
yeah.
Big pupils.
Let's
The
go.
peoples are money
Let's
lords.
fucking
you
go.
are the right
That's
kitty
perfect.
for the job.
Let's go.
I'm gonna give you my whole fucking bag of holding and trust you with that.
How much weight does it have in it?
It has 76 pounds, but it can hold up to
shit.
500.
Bro,
Yeah.
Oh.
that's so much.
Okay, cool. So
There's a
I
bunch of
yoink
random
that.
shit. Yeah, so I just give you the bag. I say,
Damn.
grab anything that has writing on it, and meet me back here.
Also check that room where the healing punches were at.
And I might even I'll go like halfway, sort of to just kind of keep watch, but also
Why
be
don't
able
we
to
just say
hear.
that as a group, you guys can swiftly move through the places that you want to ransack and be quick about it.
Okay.
So,
Okay, we gotta hustle then.
how about this? Anybody that's looking, give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Okay. I will be going over there because I know
Damn it.
I want to just
That was almost a 19.
facilitate better things.
Yeah, we can go down and get the horses together.
Investigation,
16.
11.
19.
Lame.
Cool. I would say that you guys are okay. First of all, where are you guys looking?
We're looking at that room that we got him from.
Yeah, that's where I'm most interested in. Although I do think that there's value in wherever Gon found the healing potions. I think more likely than not, we're gonna have some value in Harbin's office. And whereas Jinx and I think one other person was taking some things from there before that looked valuable. Now I'm just like after anything that looks like writing, anything that was like scrolls or some books or journals or like anything that
And
has that.
Jinx also is just, by her nature, looking at anything shiny, anything.
Sure.
Yes, with the goal in mind of like writing and stuff, but like anything shiny, any gems, any gold.
Ulterior.
I
Can we
still
say
love-
that I hand Jinx my bag of holding and she's way too over enthusiastic and starts sprinting and I'm like, wait, fuck, I know this kitty. And I run after her. I'm like, this is
500
too much.
pounds it carries?
So
I made
as you
sure to
guys
ask before.
as you guys begin to steal from Gon, what are you taking?
Anything
shit,
that
I
looks like a
almost
book
forgot.
or scroll. For me.
Yeah, just
Cool.
book and the
So you're able
scrolls.
to get everything out of the office upstairs. You guys are gonna go to the office on the ground floor.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, where is it? Because I
Oh,
missed that.
also,
It's up here.
Yeah,
someone did go
third
through the
tier
room
level.
with the potions, yeah?
This is where we are now.
That's the room he's talking about there. Yeah, I'd say we probably go there too.
Yeah,
Just
I'd
a
like
quick
to
like
see if I see any
2 minute
more potions.
2 minute shakedown.
Cool. Give me an investigation check.
I do one as well.
Sure.
Oh, what does we think? Okay,
And
25.
25? Hell yeah, Cynthia. I got an 11.
Cool.
I got a 24.
That's perfect.
Damn.
Ooh, nice.
Killing
Yeah.
You don't know?
Yeah, you guys are able to gather.
Right, Uncle Julio.
You guys are able to gather most documents that you appear to be important.
This appears to be important.
Yeah, you find lots of like business ledgers. There are some like correspondences. There's Harbin's personal journal, who
Any diaries?
it's got a lot of like notes in there. Is there anywhere else you guys would like to look?
I'm trying to get the fuck out of there. So
I pet this cat also just like for a brief second. It's just like real quick.
Where's the
While
cat?
there's
It looks at you, and at first it like
Oh,
kind
there's
of
a cat.
it kind of like rubs up against you, and then it looks up and sees that you're a cat yourself, and it goes, the arch.
Like, did you guys see the cat I
Startling.
posted in the pet shit where he's getting pet and out of nowhere he just starts attacking
Yeah,
the lady that's
yeah.
petting him?
Yeah. The jinx. This is a perfect.
Yeah.
This is a perfect gift, Leo. That's so jinx. Power mine.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just went into the pets shit and I came around the picture that Edgar posted almost a month ago of the dog with Crocs on. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
bro,
so long ago.
dude, if I could buy Crocs that he would wear, I would buy him
Aw.
Crocs all day. My
Don't
baby's
talk
got
me
Crocs,
angry.
bro.
Hell yeah.
Bro, did you know that?
Dude, don't push
Wait,
it
wait,
on.
Dave, do you have Crocs?
No.
He would not wear
You
them.
should.
No, he won't
Good.
wear them.
Do you know that? Do you know that
They're
for
so comfortable.
Okay,
bro.
Cynthia knows me.
do you know that for
They're so comfy.
do you know that for Idiocracy they
Yes,
needed a
yes,
shoe
yes.
design?
I did know
Yeah.
that. I did.
Yeah.
I heard
Bro,
about that shit.
dude, that is the wildest bit of trivia.
Wait, what?
Like, okay, go ahead, explain it.
For the movie Idiocracy, the
Yeah, I
costume
remember
designer
that.
required some shoes,
Mhm.
and they bought, they got some
Oh, I think I
the
did hear
stupidest
this,
fucking
yeah.
shoes they could
That they
from
could
some
find.
And they
from
thought
some
that they
startup
would
company.
never. They got them super cheap, and they
They
thought
thought they would
they
never
would never.
sell.
Yes, ever. They
Yeah,
would
the
never get
Crocs.
big.
They
Yeah.
were
Yep.
Crocs. They were
There's
Crocs.
I forget where it
Because
is, but there's some like post somewhere about like all the things Idiocracy got right about the future, and it's like pretty accurate.
Oh, it's nuts.
What was the name of the president? Freaking something
Terry Crews.
Gatorade,
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
No, it was Mountain Dew. It was like
Mountain Dew,
fucking,
But it was
it
yeah,
was, all right.
that guy.
It's like
We can keep going. I'll find it.
Rambo, Macho Camacho.
Yeah. Something.
I like that when you search it, it's like, yeah, it's literally the first his name in big text.
That's
So
great.
President
it's
Dwayne
President
Elizondo
Dwayne-
Mountain
yeah.
Dew Camacho.
Yes,
The Mountain Dew.
it's Terry Crews. It's so
Yeah.
fucking good.
He's the president of the
movie-
United States and a former pro wrestler and porn star.
Bro,
Oh, yeah.
it's so good.
We seem
dude.
to be experiencing some
what's
typological
crazy?
differences.
You know what's crazy?
Bro.
Yo, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy is
What?
Donald Trump is in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Dude, oh yo, I
No
love
way.
dude, yes,
Wait.
he
I
is.
didn't know
Yes, he
that.
is.
That's
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
unfortunate.
Oh
He
yeah.
had
yeah.
a beef. He had a beef
to
with
bring it down.
With Vince McMahon.
where
Yes, he
he
did.
like
Yeah.
threatened to buy the
did.
WWE.
He was
yeah.
yes, that was his thing. Was he was a heel. He was the most heel of heels. He was because Vince McMahon was a heel.
No, but that was the
And
thing.
he
People
was
were
like-
like for Trump back then because like he was anti Vince McMahon.
Yes. Yeah, because he was such a heel. He was like the anti-heel almost.
Mhm.
And that was his big thing was he was threatening to buy the WWE from Vince. And it was like just throwing like quote unquote throwing money at the Federation to get people on his side. And dude, he had his own flocky, like he had his own fucking people. Like it was a big deal. He never wrestled, thank God. Because that fool is the most uncoordinated
No,
person
that
of all
would have
time.
been.
You do
that
not
would've
wanna
been
see that.
fascinating, though.
Have you
Bro.
seen him playing tennis?
Oh my god, it's the craziest shit.
diaper looking
Yeah, dude.
It's the craziest shit I've ever seen, dude.
Yeah.
You want to
Bro.
unsee it?
I wish
Yo,
I could.
No, you know what's funny? It was like I saw a bunch of fucking memes on Reddit right after like the first video of him playing tennis. It was like, yo, this fool's playing tennis in diapers, son.
Yeah,
This was-
straight up.
He's got the fattest old white man ass of all time in
Biggest
fucking
tidy whities
yeah, in tidy whities.
in
That was
the
thing.
world.
In tidy whities. I mean, don't knock it. Tidy whities are, I like being secure sometimes.
No, it's okay. But like white with the white, it's so see-through. Yeah, just yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, all his sweat though, it was like all of his shit was translucent. Like he wore like his whole getup was white on white on white. I'm like, dog, you see the panty lines, son, with his
Cool.
tiny little fucking mushroom.
All right, guys.
Okay, sorry. I forgot we were still playing D&D.
This is just
My
on
mistake.
the YouTube too.
My mistake. We're about to get pulled down. We're
Yeah,
about to get
seriously.
fucking canceled
Banned.
on
We're still
YouTube
live
from Trump
streaming.
supporters.
Bro, at this point,
Oh,
Nicki
man.
Minaj just fucking fell asleep, bro.
Nicki Minaj.
Wait. You mean that lady?
That lady.
Oh yeah, that
man.
lady.
All right,
Also,
guys.
again,
is there
I wanna-
anywhere else you guys would like to search?
we need to go
Um,
back to Fenelon, son.
There's that one last room right there. On this floor.
It's cordoned off because Robbie, it was too thick of a door for him to hear through it. So there may potentially be baddies. But
Did we try both hallways?
no, but potentially, I mean, there's enough of us. If you want to do it, we can do it, but we got to do it fast because we're losing time.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, actually, real quick, can I ask something?
That goblin saying, "Time
Um,
is money, friend."
Tybalt sent the message.
He does say that.
What did he get back?
I don't know. He never sent the message.
Oh, I
He
thought he
did.
did.
I haven't sent
Oh.
the message.
Oh,
He
my
said he
bad.
could send the message.
He
I
said
said
he
I
could,
could send
yeah.
the message.
Okay.
But then hopefully
should,
nobody
Tybalt.
dies. Because if somebody
Mm,
dies,
Hopefully nobody dies.
Yeah, Tybalt, you should send that message.
Are you opening the
Okay.
door?
Probably not while he's sending the message.
I know.
He's
I'm
gonna be
just trying
sending
to-
the message like, "Hey, so Harbin's on his way." Oh shit! What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
explosion.
Watch me
Castle crumble.
send the message and there's like baddies inside there.
Yeah, I thought we
Castle
killed him
crumble.
already.
People die. I'll send a message to Tribor.
Okay.
And say, Tribor, this is Tybalt. We've made it to the castle. Have the Goblin Greatsword. Harbin is on his way back. If he makes it before we do, don't trust him. How many words is that?
That's more than 25. But I'll allow it.
Yeah.
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 After a slight pause, you hear Tribor in your head, Tybalt, and he says, kind of questioningly, he says, "Tybalt, is that you? What's going on? What did Harbin do now? Please
Oh,
return
shit.
safely. I'll await your arrival before making any moves."
That's how you know he's a homie.
Good.
And then he didn't realize he still had words, so he's like, "Yo, fuck that, bro." Like, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
His final words are.
Yeah.
Is he taking a shit or is he doing kegels?
who knows, bro?
Giggles.
Oh my god, give yourself inspiration here, man. All right. Who is attempting to open this door?
I will lead the. I'm
I'm just
gonna
kidding, I'm
since
kidding.
we're missing a tank yet again. I will.
He's your
I will-
friend.
He's your fucking friend too. Shut up.
Got it.
That's so unnecessary.
Why is it spicy?
That felt
What?
deep seated.
Bro, why is it spicy?
Because Vox is fucking spicy right now.
Why
right?
is this
Dave is fucking spicy.
It's good. Yeah, it's because Dave's a little tipsy. That's why.
That too. Not gonna lie. I will
I like his deep
Put
beat,
back
by the
my-
way.
like what?
You're deep B. Even though it's a fucking polo, it's a deep B.
Oh,
Open up that
yeah.
button, bro.
No,
Open up
no.
that button.
Yeah. Rip it open.
No.
Open it open, bro.
Okay.
Come on.
Give
I'm
Andre what
trying
he
to do
wants
a
to see.
strip show for you motherfuckers. All right.
Give Andre what he wants
no,
to see.
no.
I'm just
Um,
I'm
I
requesting
will-
it respectfully.
Respect. That's.
Respectfully.
I'm not even gonna go down that rabbit hole right now.
Respectfully.
Because he can
Um,
request it unrespectfully.
True.
Oh, why
He can
is
get
my
real
thing
mean.
all fucked
That's
up?
very true. That's very true.
Oh, that's him. It looks all shitty though. Let me get rid of this
It's
one.
all
Hold up.
shitty.
What are you talking about?
Right here. Okay. So Vox throws his bow on his back, pulls out his shield with the flail. And do we know of any, I mean the bottom corridor here, the one that's going like north south down here on this edge. Was there any difference in the door that I know of or that was relayed?
No, that would
Like,
just be
does
another,
one-
another door.
Okay, they're the same type of door.
Correct.
Okay, fuck it. Let's go in. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Try to open the door.
Okay. Edgar, can we get some battle music? And I need you guys to all
Oh man.
do nothing as you guys find a fucking regular room.
I hate you.
You enter a room what looks to be like a war room of sorts. You can see that there is a map of Faerun on the table, specifically of the Sword Coast. You see that there are several markings on this map, with no necessary indication as to what they are. But you can see, where like Neverwinter is, where Phandalin is. You see where Leylon is located, Waterdeep. But you also see other like pinned spots throughout the map. There seem to
Fucking
be 2 separate colors. There are clear indications as to what are cities, and then there are other markings that are a set of bluish markings, and then a set of blackish markings. You can see that there are several notes on the table as well, and an assortment of books and weapons along the walls.
Books and weapons.
Yeah, it's just, this is like a war room, so there's like some swords, some axes, a couple shields.
Some domes.
You can gather that this is where the heads of whatever organization was here was kind of plotting things out, mapping things out, planning their moves.
Huh. Okay. Did you say Phandalin is on the map?
Yep.
Are there markings on Phandalin?
Yep.
Both colors?
Yep.
Are there any other cities or areas that are marked with both colors?
You see that Leylon is also mapped with both colors, Neverwinter and Waterdeep. And you see that there are individual kind of blips along the map. Some blue, some black. How much time would you like to spend looking this over? Or are you just kind of snatching it?
I think just with that basic analysis, I just motion to Jinx, fucking, let's get that shit in the bag and let's get going. We can look at it on the way.
I swoop it up real quick, open up that bag and just toss a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
Really agile hands, just like
It's just like I just imagine us standing in the room, like, "Hey, this looks important," and then she's just like, just putting it in the bag.
Yeah.
As you guys are stuffing the last bit of that in the bag, and you're doing your little, a orange little cat walks in and goes meow,
Oh fuck.
meow.
meow.
I'm gonna say, okay, we got what we needed. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Meow. And it starts to like rub up on you finally, Jinx, and kind of like press its like weight into you and like rubbing its back onto you.
So I do ear scritchies. I don't know what the
Mhm.
guys are doing, but I'm over here like, woo.
I'm trying to
You-
tell
you hear
everybody,
the-
like, let's get the fuck out of here.
You
Alright,
feel
let's-
the like reverberations of the like purr as it starts to warm up to you.
Jinx,
And-
throw it in the bag. Let's go.
Let's get the fuck out of here. Let's go.
I don't know if I'm
And
gonna throw it in
gonna
the
start.
bag.
I'm gonna start fucking running out of the.
Okay,
the
that's fine.
room.
Ebreth, you can take off.
Okay, I'm gone.
What's Vox doing?
No, I'm gone.
I do any of the weapons look
They're
better
just
than normal?
Standard weapons, man.
Just basic shit.
Yeah, they're more like for like they're more decorative than they are functional. You got to
Okay.
remember this is the Gone estate, so they're more about showing off their wealth.
Show, yeah,
And this is
yeah,
the
optics.
estate sale. Everything
Okay.
must go.
Look around. You guys ready to go? Let's go. I'm
Let's
ready.
roll.
Cool, Jinx. What are you doing?
I also go and I just like do one last little scrooch to this little kitty face, and then
Stuff his ass in the bag.
I mean I feel weird putting it in a bag. I don't
She like
think
tries to sneak it in, like
As you go to leave, it looks at you and its eyes do the like sad Puss in Boots eyes, and he goes,
When he's holding the little
Oh,
hat.
man.
Jinx, let's
Stuff
take
him in the
him.
bag.
oh,
him.
long Johnson.
Take him.
I take him.
Oh god, he's gonna be a cursed animal.
But instead of in the bag, I actually put him in my backpack, and his little head pops up like right behind me, like right here. Bloop.
"Give me,
Oh, what if you have
give
one
me-
of those
we
backpacks with a little window?
give me an animal handling check."
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Somebody went to the library with one of those. It's cool.
With a little window, right?
Mhm.
The cat can see
Oh.
out.
Natural 20.
Oh, that's your pet
Dang.
now.
Cool. As you yeah, absolutely. The cat follows along and just kind of just follows at your footsteps, kind of just keeping up with you at first, but eventually jumps up and kind of like rustles its way into your backpack and pops its head out, and then kind of gives you like a little tap on the head and it's just like meow. Like we're good to go.
Nice. I do a little fist bump, boop, and then we're ready.
Yeah,
I'm
fist bump,
following
boop.
behind.
Cool. All right, yeah, man. You guys, we are done with Cragmaw Castle. You guys are able to leave the
Level
premises.
to level 9.
We all level up.
You guys are able to leave the premises and with no fear of any sort of retaliation from any enemies. And you guys are able to make it back into the forest. I need a survival check to see how well you guys navigate through the forest.
I'd probably be
Are
leading
we-
the group.
Are we
Yeah, that's you.
on the horses again?
I would say you guys make it back to camp, yeah, where you guys had left the wagon and you're able to gather the rest of your stuff. And
Okay, Tybalt is down for the count. As soon as he touches straw in the back of the carriage, he's out.
cool.
24 on the survival.
Cool. Yeah, you guys make it back just fine. And you guys are able to take a long rest.
Fuck yeah.
Thank fucking
My
God, dude.
Goodness.
I haven't rested in like 3 months.
Is there anything anybody would like to do like before bed or
Yes.
Yes.
You guys check out this fucking cat is riding a horse, dude.
where?
In the
Oh,
main
I don't know
dungeon.
why this fucking give broke me.
Oh my god, that's so
It's
cool.
like, yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's sick.
That's the cat. That's the cat that Jinx got. This is
Oh,
fucking
he's
on
a
the horse.
homie.
Or like I just imagine that cat. is now
I will
riding the
say,
horse.
so we're back at our wagon, right?
Mhm.
Okay. And we're like getting back to Phandalin and people are like resting.
Mhm.
I want to do 2 things.
Okay, what's the first thing?
Is everyone sitting in the wagon?
No, I'm standing in the wagon.
No, 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 no. Is everyone in the wagon though?
I would say you guys are at camp, but like so you guys have a fire going.
Okay,
You
okay.
guys are able to like roll out your bed rolls and whatever,
Let's say first night. Is there a time where I can speak to Vox alone?
Sure, I mean that's up to you then.
Yeah, sure.
No, I mean I'm saying like, is there a time where there's like no one around us and I can speak to him privately?
If you guys would like to
Okay.
venture off on your own and have a little boyfriend session, you guys are more than welcome to.
Yes.
If
I'm
Boyfriend
feeling
time.
lonely, so
He's like straight up,
Boyfriend time.
yes.
if anybody would like to follow them, you're more than welcome to. Give me a
Nah,
stealth
I'm
check.
good.
So I have two things I needed to do
Anybody's trying to watch?
before session closes. I have two things I have to
the
do.
voyeur.
So around the fire, I will walk up to Vox and say, if you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
Damn, I could take this a lot of ways. Um, fine. Keep your hands where I can see them, you creepy little fuck.
I have my hands raised as I walk, let's say 20 feet away from the fire.
God damn it. Let's go.
Actually, I would say maybe
I'll follow you.
farther than that.
Yeah,
Just so
follow
like
you.
it's private. So like 40, 50 feet. I have my hands away. I, for the first time that Vox has ever seen, I dismiss my cannon
Great.
and I walk away. And I walk away until where we can see the fire, but it's not, no one around the fire could hear us speak, basically, if we're speaking in like hushed tones.
Yeah, I'll follow.
And
It's fine.
And I stop and I turn to Vox and I look up at him and I say, um, no, obviously, sorry. I'm sorry. I was beside myself. I thought I was close to fulfilling my purpose. And it drove me to say very unkind things to you.
Look, still not convinced you're even Ebrath. If you are, you need to understand that the well-being of this group and us having each other's backs transcends whatever the fuck you think you're doing here. And if you can't get on board with that, I don't think you need to be a part of this group. Your personal motives, your desire to track down whatever it is you think you're chasing, that comes secondary. Your loyalty to us and this group has to come first. And until you prove that to me, I still can't commit. I don't expect that I will go out of my way or forgive you for that matter. Your loyalty has to be with us. That's the only way this group functions. And be it a discussion with me or with Jinx or God or Tybalt, or even Jane Vista for that matter, we'll all tell you the same thing. Our well-being and our having each other's backs comes first. Palpos, I'm still not so sure of. I got my eye on him. He's a wild card. He may be more trouble than he's worth. Time will tell.
Hearing
for
all
now-
this, sorry,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
hearing all this, I glare up at Vox. And I say, there's never been one time where I put my mission above you, any one of you. Even this last bit of our journey. For you to say otherwise, that's neither here nor there. I brought you here because I need to speak with you, Vox. I want to apologize for the way I spoke to you. Because to be honest, I'm sorry, you can hear Frank in the background, right? Killing his phone.
That's
Yeah.
okay. That's
That's
okay.
all good.
Tuned it out. Didn't even.
Because to be honest, I felt like I needed to speak to you. I thought I was giving my life tonight to bring my little brother back, to bring your friend back. That's been my purpose since I awoke. And I lost sight of what brought me here, what helped me to be in that space. I'd never known a friend before meeting you all. I'd known our father, and I'd known purpose.
Ed breath.
No, wait.
Ed breath.
And I'll lift my hand to stop you. I'll say, wait.
On his lips like this, like shh.
Yeah. It's not tonight. Tonight it's just me and you.
Shut up.
No, no,
Oh
no.
my
Like I'll
God.
lift my hand just to stop him, just to let me get this out. I never had a friend before you, Vox. I didn't know what that meant. I know now. I understand now how I hurt you with my words. And I wish I hadn't, but I know I did. I just want you to understand. What I said in battle, I mean. You're my friend. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry you feel that I betrayed you. I promise. You've only ever known one Ebreth. and you're looking at him.
With that note, can you just for flavor re-describe like what you look like right now? Because I have a pretty good idea, but I just want to.
Wait, what are you asking?
Describe how Embrath looks right now, like
Okay,
your physique.
hold on, give me 1 second. I gotta
Okay, no
run
problem.
to the
No
bedroom.
problem.
Wants to know what you're wearing.
Yeah.
Exactly. What are you wearing, baby?
Roll an investigation check.
While your hands roam.
Mhm. Is there a mushroom?
Get shoot for that limb 20.
The flaccid 20.
The flaccid 20.
Ronnie loves that term.
Oh my god, I love and hate my friend so much.
Hey, you know what? If it's a
I would
hard
say
20, that's a 20, right? But
I
if
would
it's a
say
flaccid 20,
he looks the way you've known him. He looks the same. His glamour
the
is up.
features are the same.
Yeah, I mean, he's
He's
still
back to
pretty.
normal.
Yeah, I brought
Oh,
him.
you're not liquid metal anymore.
No.
Okay.
I brought that glamour back up last session. So I look the way
Okay.
you've always known. Obviously, I'm still battle worn pretty hard, but like, yeah, I look the same way.
Okay. Again, just sort of for flavor, because I didn't know what I was looking at. I thought it was
Yeah.
the liquid
No.
metal. So I'm glad I asked, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if all of that is true, I forgive you. I still have some minor underlying doubts about you, Abrath. I don't know what the fuck you are. I don't know why you go between forms. What I'll tell you is this. If we are to be brothers in arms and at war and in battle, I need to know I can trust you above all else. I need to know that I can trust you with my life. And right now, I don't feel that way. It may take a bit before I do.
I understand.
And I don't know how the others feel, but we saw a side of you that we've never seen before. And at least in that moment, in the heat of everything, it felt like you had motives beyond your brothers, your friends, your group. That's not the way we do shit around here.
From a distance, can Jinx like whistle at them, be like, because we're waiting for them to move in the carriage, right? This is
No,
all
you
paused.
guys are camping for the night.
Oh, this is
It's
while we're
kind of like,
sleeping.
yeah, we're sort
Oh,
of
my bad.
settling down. I mean, it's sort of like when everybody's settling down around the campfire.
Yeah.
We're
They're both
resting right
passed
now.
out.
Okay,
You guys
I
are
thought it
sort
was
of
after.
chilling.
Got
I'll
it.
say, hearing all that, I'll say, and he'll kind of look up at the night sky and say, I've spent a lot of time pretending at who I am. Pretending I am the person you see in front of you. And the more and more I did it, I realized that I'd never been my own person. And you're right, I'm sorry. I was so held to my purpose, my cause, I said things that I didn't mean. Just to get through with what we were doing. And it was all for nothing. Which is why I wanted to speak to you.
I appreciate that, Ebreth.
No, I've never been part of a group like this in my long life. Never been allowed to be my own person. And I didn't know how to do it. And for me to say the things I said to you, and you being the only person that's ever showed me real friendship. I'm sorry, Box.
I'm going to, I guess, like drop to one knee to come eye to eye with Ebrath because we're way different size, right? But like I come eye to eye with Ebrath. I'm gonna grab you by the shirt, right in the chest, just fucking clenched up. I forgive you. You are a badass. And if I ever find out you have anything to do with Ularan Mortis, I will rip your head off of its socket.
And as he does that, there's tears in Airbrath's eyes. He looks you straight in the eye. He says, my friend, you don't have to worry about that. Thank you. And so you're holding on to it like the front of my like
Just like, and like pulling you like right.
so
face to
he'd be
face.
grabbing like the front of my cloak, my shitty fucking white cloak. Oh yeah. You weren't here for that, I don't think. I'm now wearing the cloak that Blast used to use as a scarf.
Oh shit. Yeah, that makes it, makes it even that much more emotional, right? Yeah. Fucking just grabbing him by the cloak and just like face to face, like inches away.
And
just to prove, just to drive the point
I
home.
nudge Gon. I'm like, hey, I think they're gonna kiss.
and Ebrath like doesn't quite know what he's doing. He just kind of reaches his arms out.
My nose,
Like-
Cynthia. Fuck.
He kind of reaches his arms out like for a hug, but he's never had a hug before. So he's just kind of like,
Like when stepbrothers try to hug at the end of Step
yeah,
Brothers.
yeah,
And
yeah.
they're like,
He just like he's never hugged somebody before.
Vox is like, did we just become best friends? Yup.
So-
yeah, no, fuck it. I'm going in at this point. Just fucking, all right. Prove
just hear-
yourself.
You just hear in the
Prove yourself.
woods from a
Just
distance.
bear
You
hug.
hear in the woods.
Yeah, so you're bear hugging?
And
Yeah, just
off in the distance in the woods somewhere, you just hear
So-
gay.
after the
Like,
hug,
yeah,
after the
Mr. what's
hug,
his name?
I'm like, thank you, I appreciate it.
Do better.
That's all I can do because I have to bring him back. And he's not just the best of me and our father, but seems like he was the best of you. All of you.
That may be the case. That's not to say that we're all shaped by our decisions and our circumstances in life. You heard us discuss it. Everyone's been influenced by the kyber crystals. And I sort of just recap, during our last session, how everybody had fucked up shit happen because of the kyber crystals. We have Jinx with their child labor and everything that happened there. Jane experienced the tragedy of Blythewyn and the massacre of Blythewyn. And Tybalt watched his life crumble around his eyes after he just found hope.
Yeah. I need to speak with
He's been through a lot, and right when he thought it was getting better, look at what happened, all because of the kyber crystals.
You're right.
And gone, I mean, everybody's had their shit because of these kyber crystals. We've all been through something.
You willed one. Well, not one, but you willed part of one. You understand more than most the good they can do.
Ebrath, there's also some deep darkness within me every time I speak those commands. And when you see me hunting down, literally hunting down a foe, as much as I love it and as advantageous as it is to the group, that's not me.
Neither was
I
what
don't know
said
what
to
it
you.
is. What's that?
I said neither was what I said to you.
What do you mean by that?
That was me possessed by my purpose.
I understand. And I think at that moment and at that mention, everything just kind of clicks like, okay, fuck, I've experienced it. It's almost to make a stupid analogy, it's like that is it the Snickers where they're like, you're not you when you're
Yeah.
hungry.
100%.
But in a different way where like you're not you when you're either whatever it is involving the kyber crystals. I think they just have that sort of unnatural attraction, that unnatural possession almost. But I do think there's like a little something that clicks. But while you might see it in Vox's face, he like doesn't admit it right off the bat. He just sort of acknowledges like, okay, I get it, right? But you see like a deeper realization or a deeper understanding of like shit. Yeah, he might be right.
Got it. Great. That's fucking sick. That's what I wanted. Ebrath will look at Vox and say, thank you.
We have a lot of work to do, Ebrath.
You're right, but there's one more I have to speak to.
And I'll finally let go. I've been holding them like right here this whole time.
And I'll
let go.
walk by. As I walk past him, I'll just fucking put my fist up, my tiny little hand, like a fist bump, you know?
Smash it.
I'm like, ugh, shit. Like,
and
ugh.
I'll head back to camp with that said.
And I would like to walk up to Tybalt before he goes to sleep.
Oh, I thought Tybalt was passed the fuck out already.
Is he asleep?
No, we're
Yeah,
gonna do
dude.
one more. We're gonna do one more thing before he goes to sleep.
Okay.
All right. Then he's not.
I'm gonna
He's
walk
tired
up.
though.
I'm gonna walk up to Tybalt. Well,
He's
so
sleepy.
I would say is gone asleep.
I would say everybody's still awake.
Okay. I'm kind of walking up to both Gon and Tybalt, like in their little area, right? Together. and addressing Tybalt, but with knowing Gon is in the area, close by, and say, do you have a moment?
As Tybalt's just like closing his eyes, he's just like,
Fuck, I guess.
Yeah, and the Tybalt sort of gets up from a laying down position and sort of just holds in the pain, moves upright, and says, "Yeah,
Okay.
E.
uh-oh."
All right, we're gonna have to keep her up, get her up to speed at the end, but god damn, sick though. I'm gonna walk up and say, Tybalt, first off, I need you to know that I respect you. And I know that I know you've always been wary of me. And I haven't always been forthright with you. But I also need you to understand that your loss is my loss. And we're both after the same thing.
Ebrath, the distrust that I had in you was because I care for Blast. I care for the greater good. And when we first met, my initial warning of the Kyber Crystal leading to great good and great evil still stands. I know now that Blast is your sole purpose and directive, and we'll get him back. I reach for the coin purse, take out the pieces of coin, hand it to Ebrath and say, I want you to have this. These pieces were a coin that belonged to Blast, and I want you to have it because just as how this coin is broken in pieces, so is he, but we can mend it.
Literally.
Yeah. We can
Can't,
mend
because
it.
I never take that cantrip, so no, never.
You did in the beginning. You loved using it.
I did a bunch, yeah.
He says,
Um,
in seeing you taking this failure so heavily. I saw myself in you. When we lost Blast, I blamed myself. Every single misstep and failure, I took the blame for it. I felt like I wasn't good enough. I felt like I wasn't strong enough. But that's life. We're going to fail. Sometimes. Other times we'll win, but what's important is that we keep moving forward. Somewhere skill or the next skill will come out of the woodwork and keep trying to bring Ebb and Death back, and that's what we have to stop. So as long as we haven't failed at that, we haven't failed the world, and we can keep pushing forward.
As Ebrath hears your words and is nodding along to the sentiment of them, his eyes well up with tears. And he looks up at you, or I guess if you're sitting, right?
Yep.
He looks at you and he says, I understand what he saw in you. Thank you. And he pulls the tattered cloak off of his back. And he walks over. He places it in your hands. And he says, I was there when he was made. When he was born. I helped instruct him. But you are his brother. This is yours more than it is mine. And I leave his scarf cloak in your hands. And then I walk away. And I go back to the fire.
Can we say while all of that was happening, we were having a discussion back at the fire?
Sure.
So I don't. When I got back, let's say it was a couple minutes ago, Jinx and Gone. Were you guys just like talking, or like did I interrupt something?
Yeah.
We're just chilling by the fire. Like, we're tired. I'm passing out. I'm curled up with my new friend. And
The cat's
yeah,
with the cat.
getting warm by the fire. Jinx is ready to pass out.
And I'd say Gon is alongside, but definitely just enjoying, kicking his feet up and taking in the night and the fire and, peering over to the two cats, but mostly just enjoying the peacefulness of sitting at the fire, staring at it, listening to it roar and crackle. And
Yeah, and I'd say you could hear the low murmuring like purr of the orange cat kind of resting between you and Jinx, just cozy and content.
Yeah.
And yeah, other than that, just taking a couple glimpses up at the dark night sky and just imagining internally just one of those how did I get here type of situation and and actually following it along, like how did I get here? And I think to myself, oh right, it all started, at this point, and then I decided that that wasn't the thing I wanted to do anymore, and it just the teachings that I had were good, but what I was being taught versus what was being shown in my household or Gon's household was very night and day and very entitled. And while it helped in the long run with all the teachings that Gon had, it didn't feel like that was what he wanted to do. And so that was a big reason for leaving home, among also the fact that his family is, not very good people. So, but yeah, just kind of taking in everything that's happened in the past up until the point that he's at now.
Cool. With that said, I would like each of you to give me a flat D20 roll.
No.
Everybody?
Everybody. Just a D20, no bonuses, no nothing.
15.
Flat D20. I'm terrified.
Should be.
Can I do it with an advantage? Because Margarita's not here? Okay.
No. Just a
Margarita
regular
is here.
D20.
Yeah, but she's not here.
I'm here technically.
She is here.
I'm
The
here,
fuck?
technically. All right. Oh no.
Margarita,
I
you
don't
can
like
roll a
this.
D20 as well.
Oh no.
Should you choose?
I'll do it.
Did
I
you
was
choose
actually
to
pulling it
accept?
up just for the lulls.
That's an 11 for me.
And I know she's here because I was about to ask if she's part of this conversation.
Vox, what did you get?
8.
That's not good.
Thanks,
That's
buddy.
not good. I'm horrified right now.
Who got an 18? It was Jinx or Gone, I forget.
Me.
Jinx.
Jinx got 18. Gon got 15.
What did Tybalt get?
Sammy.
13.
You got a 13, yeah.
Cool. I just need margaritas now.
Or you got to roll now.
I know. I'm on my phone, so I'm trying to log in and shit.
You could even just tell Siri to roll a D20.
Yo,
for me,
how's
I don't
your
care.
how's
Can
your
I
prep
really-
going?
Yeah.
Are you in Vegas right now?
No, I'm in Vegas.
That's next weekend.
That's June whatever week, June 12th.
Oh,
is.
this is all just hard prep right now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
I thought you were
I've
going to
been
be
doing
there when
OT
I'm
every
there.
day. I'm gonna work
We're there
tomorrow.
the end of
I'm
the
working-
month.
You sound fucking tired, dude.
I am tired. Let me get the roll for y'all.
I have the most epic music playing right now. Are you guys playing shit in Owlbear?
Yeah.
Yes, it's not as epic as whatever you're listening
It's
to.
so fitting though. It was so fitting though for that conversation.
It was perfect for the last two conversations.
I think your mic muted or died at.
Yeah, is that better?
Yeah,
There you
Um,
go.
Better.
Said that you didn't get to experience it with the soundtrack.
Yeah. Well, it's tough for me trying to put Owlbear sound and Zoom at the same time on because I use headphones on my phone. It's a whole fucking thing. But anyway.
Gotcha. And
I
here
hate
I
that we're
am.
limited.
What did you get?
18?
Ooh,
Nice.
okay. I need Cynthia and Jane to both give me another D20.
Oh, okay.
Since you guys tied.
Shit.
No, Ronnie.
Hey, you got an
What are you
8 plus 2.
doing?
You got
What
an
are you
8.
doing? Take it back.
No.
14. No take backsies.
That one's I got a 2.
Okay, cool.
Oh shit. We're
Cynthia,
fucked. We all die.
Jinx,
Hey, hello.
TPK.
you get to
Uh-huh.
ask one instance
Mm-hmm.
of what the fuck is up with that.
What?
So you get to choose any of your party members, and whatever you're curious about, you can say, "Hey, you know this thing? What the fuck is up with that?"
Oh my god. Only one?
Yeah.
What the heck do I ask?
Well,
Ooh, I
you
love
ask whatever
this.
you want.
Cheese me, girl.
And we have to answer truthfully or what?
That's
Yes.
up to you guys. Yeah.
Okay.
I would choose the person first. I think that would help with what kind of questions you could ask them.
Or okay.
I'm
how
really
about
drawing
this?
a blank.
How about
Yeah.
this? How about this? Since you since Vox got the lowest roll,
What the fuck?
I mean,
you
if
could
she can
ask
really
about
ask,
his.
I'm gonna
You
ask
could
like the
ask
dumbest
about
question.
his past.
if she can really
you could
ask-
ask about his future. You could ask about right now. You could ask about
Now you can ask about his
any pets he might have had, any like
race.
former love interest.
does he
His
have a
line?
fully rock dick? Is that
Bro.
going on?
All right,
Did you
who's
know?
asking the
Jesus
question?
does not
here?
want to know.
That's obviously yes. Come on.
Thank you, Margarita.
Does it stay
Someone
rock
gets me.
hard or does it like get sandy?
Okay.
Oh my
if
God.
he's
Talking
like
about-
It goes
if
from
he's had-
sand to like cement.
if he's had too much, if he's had too much gnomish wine, does it turn
Boulder.
into sand?
Big
What
old
would
troncote.
what would you like to ask?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
There's rocks in it.
Okay. Thanks.
How is a rock circumcised?
It doesn't have to be
Yeah,
Vox.
explain
I was
that.
just throwing that out there, but
It's chiseled, y'all.
It is chiseled. That's, I mean, obviously, right?
Michelangelo,
Don't
bro.
need these details right now.
The chiseling.
Hilarious.
You could also ask your boyfriend some shit. Just saying.
You rolled the lowest.
you don't have to pick him. You don't
No,
have
no,
to pick
you
him.
you can also go ask like me
There are
because
no
I'm
rules here.
fucking the most mysterious.
Ask whatever you want to ask. It doesn't have to be serious. It can be a dumb question, but whatever comes to your mind. What do you want to know about
And
somebody?
only one
Dave is
person.
stressing. Look at him.
I
Look at his
mean,
face.
I think
Yeah.
Jinx knows most of the stuff about me. There's not a lot she
True.
doesn't know, but there's
Vox.
a couple things.
So I go to Ebrath
Oh, okay.
and I say,
Okay.
tell me one thing.
You have to pose it as a question, like blah 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 blank.
Oh, it
What
can
the
be
fuck is up with
open-ended.
that?
Okay.
But you
Ah.
can approach me. What's the question though?
That's the hard part, shit.
Well,
Okay,
what were you gonna ask, and then we'll just figure out how to phrase it that way.
Correct. Yeah. What information were you trying to get? And we'll find it.
I was trying to tell him, I was like, what else are you not telling us? I feel like
So then you
you're a
could
man
probably
of many secrets.
Okay.
You could say,
We can do that.
you've kept a lot of secrets from us, and a lot of truth has come out. What the fuck is up with that?
yeah.
Does that work for you?
Well, it did, and now that I'm hearing it back, I feel like we already asked you that. Mm-hmm.
So she like walks up and looks at her breath, and she walks on to the next person after
Yeah,
like
I'm
analyzing.
There still may be something
He's
that I'm
looking at
leaving
people.
out, by the way.
Yeah, just looking at
You can
people.
inquire about his liquid form, his little cannon
hold up,
boy.
is-
Or why I'm here in the first place.
Hold up. So is Jane part of this now?
Sure.
Okay. Just wanted to be clear.
Okay, I go up to Jane. I'm sorry, this is gonna
Ooh.
be idiotic. What's the phrase of that game?
Fuck is up
Truth
with
or
that?
truth?
Kill
Mary,
Mary.
kill, fuck.
Fuck.
From
Oh
the
my
squad.
God.
Go.
Fuck,
From
Mary,
the
kill.
squad.
Oh my God.
Wow, that's deep.
Oh my
She
gosh.
just joined right now.
I
Cynthia.
thought
What the
I
fuck?
warned you it was idiotic.
No, I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I'm
But
for this. I'm for
can I
this.
get a quick context? So obviously I've caught that we're at by a campfire. There's
Yeah.
been some recap based on where we
Yeah,
left
so you
off.
guys have left the castle.
Mhm,
You guys killed the bad guys. The
Mhm.
other bad guy got away.
mhm.
The one that you had tied up.
Yeah.
Now you're on your way back to Phandalin. However, you had to stop to make camp.
Got it. And so we're just chilling right now. People are having little heart to hearts and whatnot.
Yeah, it's cute.
Correct.
Okay,
It's
stop.
cute. They're being all cute together, and I just
Okay.
kind of nudged Jane like,
Head
"Hey,
breath,
so
crying. You know, it's a good night.
Vox is crying.
I'm not crying." You're crying.
I'm dicing
Okay.
onions. Fuck you.
No. We're good. Okay. Why did I? Okay. Fuck, Vox, kill, or sorry, Mary Tybalt, kill Ebrath.
Oh,
Damn.
Damn. Okay.
shots that rock hard.
Honestly,
fucking-
that is the correct choice.
That's why.
That's the correct
why.
choice.
That's
Correct
why.
Let's
choice.
Fuck,
rock
why
hard.
wouldn't you? You know, there's like, you get me. We're fucked up. Look
Hey,
at us.
Jane Vista's a wild girl, you know.
You
It
really
is.
should
That is
get the
correct though.
whip.
You also
I'm
have
not
to
good.
remember that
I'm not good
she
for
uses a
anybody.
whip, so
I'm not good for
Exactly.
anybody.
And a
So she's
lot of
into that stuff.
and a
She's
lot of
also
leather. A lot of-
already whipped me though.
a
She's
lot of
already whipped
leather.
me up, and I found it lacking.
damn.
Oh,
She's saying your
damn,
whip game is
telling you-
mid.
Bro,
Mid.
mid.
Oh my
God, Leo.
That's extra
Wow.
It's
insulting.
mid.
Wow.
It's mid like the fucking Eternals, bro.
Y'all,
Oh my
Hey.
god!
Oh,
that was
I wasn't trying to
damn.
hurt
That
Can't
you,
believe you
bro.
just brought up the Eternals. I'm mad.
That was rude.
Bro, that movie was so trash, bro. It was so trash.
I like the
Mid.
accents.
But it had what, the first sex scene in a Marvel's movie, bro.
It was still trash. The only thing that was good about it was the speedster scene.
Ni me acuerdo.
Makari
Yeah.
fucking fighting homeboy. The
Like at
best
the end,
speedster
right?
scene
Oh, yeah.
in all of Marvel.
All right,
Straight
guys.
up.
I think this is a good
Oh,
spot to
Marvel.
end the session for sure. We can stay
Yep.
on Zoom, but
Love you.
are there any notes we want to take before we end the session?
Please write
I
down
took-
who I said
took
is gonna
mine.
fuck, marry, kill.
Yeah, can you write that down?
Yes.
That's important.
Write that down, write that down.
It's important.
And then
Hold on.
and that Jane killed fucking my boy.
I just fucking
God
saw the gif you
damn.
posted on the Discord.
Oh, I
Wait,
did.
you're gonna
Which one?
The fucking the one on the bottom.
one more time.
Oh,
What was
the stars
what was
one?
your fuck, marry,
Yeah.
kill? What was your fuck, marry, kill?
Fuck Vox, marry Tybalt, and kill
Kill
Ebrath.
Ebrath.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Honestly, pretty correct though. Pretty
Yeah,
correct.
my favorite part about
Yeah.
this is that Tybalt's passive perception made him hear that for sure.
You
I
heard
didn't
it.
know he's asleep.
It also makes the most sense. Like Tybalt, so Ebrath does not have a dick, so it makes the most sense.
Oh,
okay.
yeah,
Oh,
that'll.
I need to put
Why?
that in the
Why
notes.
would he? Why would he have one?
But we never knew this about you.
Hey,
He's
no,
also
no.
he's
Hey,
also
neither
has a
can
liquid
liquid
form,
form,
lesbians, and they
guys.
still
He's
have
not a
sex, so-
person. He's not a
I
person.
mean,
He's not a place.
I guess.
He's a
Or a
magical
thing.
construct.
You're magical. Oh, yeah,
Why would
actually,
he
you are.
have? Why would he have a dick?
Oh, what? Who's that?
It's Jane again.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Yeah. So marry, fuck, kill, Tybalt, or Vox, Tybalt, Ebrath.
She would fuck a rock guy.
Dude,
Oh yeah,
Mary-
you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
dude, the fucking bumps.
Oh, okay,
Come
okay,
on,
true,
Dude.
true,
come
true. Okay,
on.
The ribs?
Mm,
Are you
damn.
saying you're saying the ribs?
No.
Oh,
This-
here we
There's
go.
there's a lot of assumption happening upon the texture. We've seen statues. Sometimes they get smooth. You don't know.
Yeah.
After wearing
Well, okay. But
Aren't you
is
glad
that
he
your-
dropped in,
Is that
Margarita?
Jane's deal? A
I
fully
love it. I mean,
smooth.
Well,
this
she
is the
came in for it.
content I live to create. So
There we go. I appreciate that.
You are a born content creator. That's what we're saying.
it's all just cheeseman worthy, really.
True,
Well,
true, 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 true.
It's
So-
good tea.
So anyway,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
let's get some
Well,
notes.
hold up, Ronnie. Can we?
How? Okay, hold on.
I mean, does
Stop.
everybody
Hold
need
on
to
to
like?
your hold
Does
on.
everybody
Hold
need
up.
to
How
shut
does-
down right now because
How does
like,
Vox get a boner?
You know?
No. No.
Physically, how does that
No.
happen?
What's that
No.
quote?
No.
What's that's
No.
my secret.
No.
I always
No.
that's
have
not
a
even where I
boner.
was gonna go with this. What I was
No.
gonna say is, like, can
Physiologically,
we?
what is
No.
it? Does it? Okay,
No.
does it? Is it
Ronnie,
always
get
there,
him
or
outta
does
here.
it like?
Ronnie, kick him out.
I'm
No.
deleting
Like,
my YouTube channel at this point.
Does it like? Okay, when he's like in the mood,
Oh, I forgot we're
Nope.
still
is
live.
there?
Lol.
And flagged.
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. There's two
Bro.
possible ideas, right?
Bro.
Hmm.
Can we put
Nicki-
in the notes
Nicki-
that we
Nicki
tried to
Minaj
discuss
just woke
and
up,
It's
bro.
Andre
always-
vehemently
That lady-
Either it's
opposed
always
lady
when we
just
talk
this,
woke
about
up.
rock dick.
or could it be that like as it happens, there's like
Also, I'd like to point out that this is
fucking
2
rocks as it
D&D sessions
happens?
in a row where like the topic is dicks.
Yep.
Wait, hold on.
No,
I
last
think,
time was
Andre,
Kegels.
what
Well,
you
it's
the question
Kegels
you really
last
have to
time.
ask is what's his physio what blood does he have? That's really what it comes down to. Is he lava blood? That's easy.
No,
That's-
it's
that's
like
hot,
at will,
right?
It's at will
That's, like,
because
too
there's
hot.
no blood. There's no blood.
Okay, there's no-
It's
it's
just
just
like
raw. reconstitution.
wait,
If he's
wait, wait,
aroused,
Wait,
then
hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up.
I have
okay. But my idea is that
Mold
like
Earth.
okay,
I have mold Earth, and I am
I
Earth.
have mold Earth.
I am
Good
Earth.
Okay, guys.
Wow.
I am Earth,
you're like-
and I have mold Earth. Therefore, I create my own boners as big as I want them. Right?
This?
You're
Okay.
not freaking
Yeah,
like
solid,
Elastigirl.
Yeah, it is
That's a
solid.
good point.
Yes.
It is solid.
Yo, Elastigirl
It's
fine as fuck
Elastigirl.
though.
Solid
Straight up.
as a rock.
Elastigirl can
She
fucking
thick.
get it. Let's be real. She thick. She thick.
I
It would
all I'm
have to be
saying
though.
is
Okay, she would